first like milestone of like this is what a fucking amazing game looks like, and they killed it.
For me, it was probably Last of Us 1 and 2, and then that following suit, obviously with the
First like
PS4 release.
milestone of like this. Dude, I just started watching Last of Us on the show.
HBO. Oh my
I'm
God,
on
bro.
the I just finished the third episode right
Oh
now.
my God.
I
So
know.
fucking good.
I know. It's the one with Bill and Frank. And I was
Motherfucker won
like,
an Emmy for
That
that
was
fuck.
shit.
so sick, dude. That was so
Bro, he
sick.
won
I
a fucking Emmy
know.
for that, bro.
Oh yeah.
Especially because the only other role I know him in is like what's it called
Parks and
from
Rec.
Parks and
Parks and
Rec.
Rec. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? This
Yeah.
is what a dynamic actor. I just gotta say,
Yeah,
man.
crazy.
That
Well, and
shit's
also
so good.
also fucking the other guy from White Lotus, like both of them are just insane actors. It's fucking crazy.
Oh, I don't know the other guy, but I
Yeah,
know
neither.
Ron Swanson. And I know you guys, like especially you, Andre, I know you've been pushing that show. You're like, dude, you gotta check
Bro.
this out. And finally
Well,
I like it's been on my list and I'm
All
like,
right,
I gotta
guys.
watch this.
yeah. I mean, it's legitimately like my favorite game of all time. So, like,
Yeah,
all right, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Who has
I'm
the
ready
notes?
too.
Who took notes last time?
I have some notes. Let's see.
I got it. I got it.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
A group of adventurers consisting of Vox, Ebrath, and Tybalt took a break in a cave alcove, but were soon attacked by Sahuagin warriors led by a battlemaster. Vox's arrows and Ebrath's fireball initially weakened the attackers. The
Let's
trio then
go.
fought in harmony and defeated the Sahuagins, with Tybalt using his Staff of Thunder and Lightning, and Vox using Web and Blood Magic. Ebrath had a minor setback when his firebolt misfired, injuring himself, but they still emerged victorious. After healing with potions, they explored the cave further and found priestesses performing a ritual to animate a giant shark skeleton. Tybalt created an explosion, damaging the priestesses, while Ebrath hastened Vox, who, despite dropping his bow, dealt significant damage. The priestesses' powerful magic was no match for the trio's teamwork. Once the priestesses were defeated, the shark skeleton lost its enchantment and was quickly destroyed by Tybalt's spiritual weapon. The group found a hidden cache containing a black pearl worth 500 gram P, 3021 SP, and 432 GP.
EP.
Victorious, they prepared to return to the town leader with the good news that the town was safe once again.
Cool. Yeah, as it explained, you guys were able to clear the uh salt caves below Leylon Point, finishing off the last of the Sahagwin raiders and ensuring the town's safety. You guys were able to loot the bodies and are ready to head back to the town master. Um,
Mhm.
Sal, as you are walking through the forest,
Ronnie, sorry, real quick, did you start the stream?
I did.
The recording? Oh,
Yep,
okay.
Mhm.
I didn't normally I get a pop-up. My bad.
it's all good.
There was one a little bit
Um,
ago.
Okay.
I think it probably like fades out after a while. But anyway, Palpius, you are wake up from your nap in the wagon and you find a path towards town. You notice that it's on fire and there are stacks of steam rising from the area. It smells of burnt wood and blood as you are walking along the forest path. You see a small cave, and from it, you see three figures walking out, and you see Vox, Ebrath, and Tybalt. Um,
I may or may not have died, so
oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So did you or did you not die?
I I may have.
So you dead or you dead dead?
No, I didn't die.
I
Ronnie
mean,
ruined it.
technically, we both almost died.
I went down like three times, I think.
I did too. I actually rolled death saves, and then Edgar brought me back.
After
Tib
your
Tibble brought me
your
back from the
malfunction?
brink. Well, and then I think I saved you. No, Dave, I saved
Yeah,
Vox. I
I
I fucking
mean,
poured like a potion down your throat.
yeah, multiple times I got saved. So,
Well, that was rough though. And then we found out, um,
man, those fights, like,
we found out that I don't know if Dave, if you were. if you were with us yet, if you had maybe left, Ronnie was like, "Oh yeah, you guys did it backwards. That's why that first fight was so
Yeah.
hard."
Yeah.
He's like, "You guys went in like the back way." And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that makes way more sense why it wasn't as hard once we got past that fight."
Yeah. Well, we got through it. We got some lucky spells like Edgar's fucking thing,
Yeah.
and then my web hit like all of them, and they were struggling to get out. So
Hey, what's up, Frank Ocean? Do you guys see that?
Frank
No.
Ocean.
Dave's screen is all orange right now.
Oh yeah, I see that
Oh,
too.
let me stop that video. My bad.
Oh, there it is. Sick
Yeah, I
album though.
always join on my two devices because I don't have
Oh
like
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
good webcam, so I just use my phone.
All right, so basically we just see Palpius as we're exiting the cave, right?
Hmm.
All right. I'm gonna
Yeah, and my bad. I have to apologize again. Last time it was just like I don't think it like I obviously had drank a bit, but
yeah.
I don't think it was even that. I felt like something hit my stomach, and out of nowhere, I
You
was
got
like, "Dude,
sick?
I gotta throw up." And I was like,
Yeah, dude, I knew
"I
That's
it.
I never
exactly what I
do that.
thought. That's
Yeah, yeah,
I
exactly what I
yeah.
never
thought.
do that." But I was like, "Oh, dude, I
Dude,
gotta go right now."
sometimes
And then right when I did, Ronnie's like, "All right, Vox, it's your turn." And I was like,
yeah,
"Fuck."
it was yeah. But I was like,
I
it's
felt
fine. Like I
bad.
was I was right after you and I already had my thing prepped. And then it was like either one of us would have finished the combat basically.
Well, the reason why I was asking is because there was like 3 HP left, and I was like, "Hey, you
I
haven't done your bonus
know,
damage yet," and you're
I
like, "Fuck
know,
it," and
and
I was like,
I,
"Damn it!"
I was trying so
Um,
hard to just like get through that last little bit, and then I was like, "Nope, I gotta go right now."
bro, honestly,
I'm gonna puke all
sometimes
over myself.
sometimes you can't control it, bro. It's beyond your power.
Yeah. Well, again, my apologies to the three of you guys because that wasn't cool, but
Dude, it's fine. Honestly, we had 5 seconds left of combat left, and then literally all we did was search and then bounce. So
yeah,
you didn't
cool.
miss much.
Thank you for covering.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course. So then as I'm walking between it, and I'm sure like we're all still, even though we've healed a little bit, we're still showing the signs of battle. Like I'm sure I'm covered in fucking fish blood, fish
Yeah,
people
you guys
blood
Oh
and
haven't
yeah,
you
shit.
guys haven't rested, so you
yeah.
guys are at whatever
I'm
HP
like
you were
at
previously
let
at.
me see. Let me pull up my character sheet because
So
I
I'm gonna
feel like
say as we're walking, um,
Exhausted.
as we're walking through, I'm gonna
how
the
the
fuck?
fuck am I at 52 HP? That doesn't sound right.
So as we're walking through, I see like Palpius looking fucking completely refreshed. I have like fish guts and blood slicking my hair back, and I'm completely drenched in gore, like this ichor like blood. And I look up at Vox, I look up at Tybalt, and I'm like, can you believe this motherfucker? I'm like, and where were you? Hey, Vox, do you think maybe we could have had we would have done a little better and maybe not died a few times? We had our barbarian friend, our gigantic, sturdy barbarian friend there to help us.
Absolutely. I commented multiple times about how we were supposed to have more allies there.
Well, you know what? It is what it is. Nice work, boys. I'm gonna hold my fist up to get fist bumps from each of you.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
I'm just gonna keep walking and be like, come on, man, you're late. We're going back the other way.
I just be like, I had something to do, before I
Dog.
met up with you guys. Didn't mean to leave you hanging there, fish bait.
You know I can't stay mad at you. It's all good, man. We made it. We made it out. We're not splitting the fucking loot with you though. I'm gonna be honest.
That's where you draw
I'll
the
find my
line.
loot elsewhere.
So you're a little bit quiet. Is your mic up or something? Put that shit. Put that. There you go. There you
Can
go.
you hear me?
Uh, it's about the same.
Hold up.
Hold up.
I mean, we can hear you. It's just that you're a little bit quiet is all. That's
Dave,
fine.
Dave just wants to hear you better.
Yeah,
How about now?
it's a little better. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. It might be,
good
your
enough.
ears are still fucked up from the concert.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Cool. So you guys make it out of the caves, and do you guys see the owlbear? Are you guys logged in?
I see it.
I'm in there,
see
yeah.
it.
Cool. You guys make it out of the caves and are able to make it back to the headmaster's house just fine. Um,
So
We're
just
not
for
at the house.
context, like we went in from one end, cleared the whole thing, we came out on the other side, right? Like we cleared the whole thing as far as we're concerned.
yeah.
According to Ron, you guys went in through the rear.
Yeah,
We did.
we
Some people
fucking
are
fought the boss first.
into that,
Giggity,
you know.
giggity.
Yo, also, Dave, real quick. I don't know if you've had this before. It's the hard tea
Oh,
by,
what?
yeah, dude, it's the hard tea by fucking,
Voodoo?
yeah,
Oh, I didn't even know they made that. I haven't seen that in the
7%.
store
This
yet.
is the peach one. It's fire as fuck.
It's a seltzer-ish?
No, it's like the twisted tea. So it's just like a
Oh, okay.
just like a tea base.
Not fizzy though.
Yo, do you
No,
guys
not
remember?
fizzy.
Do you guys remember Not Your Father's root beer?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
They
Yeah.
have a cannabis
You made me
infused
start.
drink
You made
now.
me try them. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you tried them?
No, I want to, but it's like the same brand. They're just doing cannabis now.
Dude,
I mean,
they
they're still
sell,
doing their beer, but they're just
dude,
extra line.
they sell THC edibles, drink and gummy form at Total Wine now.
That's wild. What the
Crazy.
fuck?
Yeah, when you
But
go back to
it's
the
all
cold,
CBD, right?
no, it's THC.
What?
Yes,
That's weird.
because you have to be 21, right? We're
Yeah,
California, it's legal for recreation.
yeah, that's cool.
But you go back to the cold cooler, like where I got this, and the top shelf is all THC drinks.
Yeah,
Damn,
I wonder if they
Those
have
are
that's
that.
new.
Not Your Father's. I'd try that.
I didn't see it there. They do have the regular ones, but I didn't see those. They had like the can of drink and just all the kind of standard ones. I like the
Mhm.
can of ones, but they're like I've noticed that if I have something that's really high in terpenes, depending on what it is, I still get a hangover no matter what.
Hmm, that's weird.
Fucking sickest, bro. Sickest genetics. Hangovers all day.
Yeah. Um. All right. Are we just waiting on it to
Yeah,
hang out at this point?
yeah. May as
He
well.
said he's setting up. He sent a message saying he's setting up right now.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
just be a few minutes.
You guys can keep
So,
going. I'm on, but
Oh, okay.
setting up.
so as you guys knock on the door, you're greeted on the other side by the head house uh master here, and he says, if you're still alive, it means you must have been victorious. Please come in, warm yourselves by the fire. Let me get you something to eat. Tell me, what did you find?
Really quick, Ronnie, do I recall what was the name of like their fucking fish people cult?
Sahagwan.
Yeah, okay, they're like that's their tribe, right? The Sahagwans,
That's their race.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a race
their
of people.
race.
Yeah.
But like I don't like what specific like cult or deity they were following. I'm able to surmise
Um,
that from like maybe the markings that I saw and shit like that.
give me a history or religion check.
Let's go to 25.
Cool. Yeah, you know that they are followers of the goddess Umberly. She is the goddess of the sea, and the also the patron of the shrine that is erected here in Leyland Point. You guys entered the shrine and found Nava Wave Crasher, I believe her name was, a
Mhm.
wave dancer or something. She found her dead in a pool of her own blood, murdered by the Sahagwin. So even though they follow similar gods, the Sahagwin people are just a little bit more tribal, I would say.
They're kind of at
More,
odds with like the more civilized followers, I would
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Okay.
They're more like
They're
aggressive.
doing it things their own way.
Yeah, they're basically like fish orcs. Um,
God,
Wait,
okay. That's the way to
were
put them.
they did we make the connection that they're part of like the Umberlee following?
no, but this is just
That's what I would have gleaned by
like
like putting shit
cultural
together.
lore. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I would have. That's what I'm asking. Like on the walk back, I'm trying to like go through all the fucking different things that I remember seeing, and that's what I would have come to my conclusion is like, oh, they are also followers of Emberly.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, because you guys have fought Sahagwin before, at the secret tunnel,
Secret tunnel.
where you guys double fireballed me. Those
And
were
she's the goddess of what?
the sea.
See,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And to answer your question, Dave, they never once like said that they were affiliated with her by any way, by any means. But you guys have had fought Sahagwin before, and that was in a shrine to Umberly as well.
Okay.
And so just by the nature of everything, you can kind of surmise that they follow Umberly, and anybody that would have ever looked into the Sahagwin. In fact, I think you guys found a book in that guy's hut, and it would have had information about Sahagwin being followers of Umberly.
okay. So as can I say that like as I'm walking, how long would the walk take from the caves we're at to the headmaster's house?
Oh,
Like
only
an hour
about
or two?
no, not even 20 minutes, 30
Okay.
minutes.
Um, can I say that as I'm coming to these conclusions, I'm talking to Tibble and Vox and Bapos about it, like just kind of like using them as soundboards. Like I know what my conclusions are correct, but I'm like, hey, you know what? Those fucking guys,
You just
they
want to say
were
them out loud and
followers.
see if it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm doing that. So by the time we get back to the headmaster's house, they are all on the same page as I am.
Got it.
Obviously,
Okay.
it's my information to speak about, but they are none of what I'm gonna say is gonna be new to them.
hmm
Um, so yeah, so
I love this. This sounds like some Edgar shit.
What?
Despite the flub, Vox was able to deal extra damage to the enemy. I'd assume that's right when I was like dipping out because I had to bounce out. But that's a great way to put it.
That was you because you rolled a nat one and you dropped your bow.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Even better.
Yeah.
Um, well, as he is asking, uh, I'd say that we kind of explain like we fought the Sahagwin. It seems like they were followers of Umberly. Um, as far as we can tell, the threat is vanquished in your area here.
And the uh, town leader will say, it's quite disturbing that these Sahagwin came so suddenly. It's not something that would have happened if the Claws of the Coast was still around.
hmm, Claws of the Coast.
Claws of the Coast is
Have you had
the
have
dragon that's
yeah.
retired, right?
Yeah. Forcefully retired. Yes.
Hmm.
Have you that I'm actually I've recently been made more aware of her presence than I was previously. Had you had dealings with the Claws of the Coast directly, or are you just speaking of, past general experience in the area?
Give me a persuasion check.
Fuck, dude.
Can I help? I mean,
Oh,
I'd want to know too.
how would you like to help?
I would say, despite it being a while, I think I have some sense of how long it's been, right? Since the claws have been active, it seems like it's been at least a couple of months.
Yeah, we've talked
Um,
about it because when I was doing like when I was doing research on it, I would have talked
yeah,
to you guys about the last sightings and shit.
Mhm.
yeah. So I'll add, it's been a while since the claws of the coast have been active here, but what was your interaction? Like, what did she offer to you?
All right, add Vox's persuasion bonus to your roll.
Okay,
What's your
so it's just
bonus?
+1. It's not huge, but it helps.
Sorry, it makes it even. Hell yeah, that means that's a 19.
Cool.
I'm a -1, you're a +1, so that's just a 19.
There we go. There we go.
Fuck
Um,
yeah.
you need an 18 to succeed.
No way.
Yeah.
You liar.
No. This one was a hard one. Uh, the what's his fucking name? Marciano. He will kind of look uh, to his left and right, kind of darting his eyes around the room, trying to look to see if there's anybody that might be listening, um, or just making sure that the coast is clear, essentially. As he will lean over and he'll say, "The bronze shrine that the dragon lives in is not too far from here, actually. Um, as part of our duties to Leylon, we also deliver a small food offering to the shrine once every few weeks to offer as a tribute to the dragon and to maintain some of their cultists that are still in active duty there at the shrine. Um, However, I fear that things have only gotten worse there, and her lack of activity is having a larger ripple on the greater affairs of the coast. The longer that she goes without,
Hearing
patrolling the
anything.
skies, things have only gotten worse. These Sahagwin are attacking our town. It's being that we're followers of Umberly as well. They normally wouldn't do something like this. This seems very targeted. Um, I've also heard rumors that there is a large dreadnought over at the Tower of Storms, a large ship made of bones, and things have been chaos there. I think this is all connected somehow, and I fear that if we don't find out exactly what's happening with the dragon, that things will only get worse. He says, maybe you guys have shown to be trustworthy, having dealt with the Sahagwin in our caves and bringing peace to our realm. And you claim that you're from Leylon, and you've definitely proven that you are loyal to the realm. If you'd like, I could what's the word I'm looking for? I could secure you passage to the shrine where the dragon's lair is. Maybe you can peek in there and find out what's going on and see if you can maybe convince her to come out of retirement to help bring peace to the coast once again.
Before you do, Marciano, what else can you tell us about the dreadnought? What is this? What are we dealing with here?
I've only heard rumors from some of the other people here in town. However, they have long since perished, as you have confirmed. But they say that there is a large ship, rumored to be made of bones, that sails across the coast with a large skeleton on its fucking Andre. What's the thing called at the front of the ship, where it's normally like a naked chick pointing?
Oh,
The bow.
Yeah, sure. You're the fucking boat guy. Um, this ship has been said to have been seen in the waters locally more and more,
Yeah, it's
um,
the bow.
possibly due to this uh, Tower of Storms that the lighthouse, um, so yeah, a bit away from here, is um, normally said to de- detract ships from entering into rocky waters to protect them and to keep them from crashing their boats and sinking out at sea along the crags. Um, this this Tower of Storms, this lighthouse seems to have been luring people in lately. There have been more and more reports of ships going down in the area, and this dreadnought seems to have been honing in on this and closing in more and more closely by late, with rumors that they have now since landed. I don't know what horrors come from the ship, but these are the rumors that I hear.
Hmm. Well, you know, we were already debating on whether or not to go give the Claws of the Coast a visit because of some other stories we'd heard, and we do believe that um, her original intentions really aligned with ours as far as the safety of the Sword Coast, but um, we may have a few other things to attend to before we are able to do that. We definitely, appreciate your appreciation and cooperation with this, um, but just have to ask, like, how severe has the Sahagwin encroachment been, and for how long? I wasn't aware that they were here in such numbers.
As well, this has been going on for about a month. We sent word to Leylon some 10 days ago. And you were the first help to arrive. We've been dealing with this on and off for some time, but it all seems to just coincide with everything else happening. Obviously, there's uh, one one movement in the water creates ripples that spreads across, and it seems like more and more of these things seem to be happening uh, coincidentally along the same times as other negative things. The claws of the coast going underground and no longer patrolling, the Sahagwin starting to raid more and more, the ships crashing out at sea. There's clearly a much larger force at play here. And all we can do is pray to the gods for our safety, but even that doesn't help sometimes.
I think if we are able to make it out and resolve the issues that the Claws of the Coast may have in, because we have heard that there may actually be some issues that need attending to before they are able to start patrolling the area again. That may just be the best thing for the area as far as all the troubles you're having. But um, in any case, um, we may need to um, spend a short while here to rest up before we head home. Um, but
Absolutely,
is
you're
but is
you're more
there
than welcome to stay here, rest up. I have some stew on the pot now, warming it up. I'll get you a hot meal and get
is
you.
is there anything you would be able to maybe um bequeath us to as far as assistance goes, if we are able to make it out to the Claws of the Coast shrine?
Well, like I said, I could arrange a ship ride over to get you there. I have a few potions of healing that I could offer, but as you can see, our town has been ravaged.
Of
Our
course, yeah.
resources have been ripped out from underneath us. What little we have, uh,
And just
I
my last question. Sorry, I know I apologize. I'm a little weary of battle. I forgot how fucked you guys are here. Um,
pretty fucked.
how quickly would you be able to arrange a shipwright, and how long is the voyage?
He says, I have a ship that is ready to go now.
Okay.
It's not a far ride, maybe hour or two over.
Okay. So let me Tybalt, is there anything else you'd like to ask the headmaster before we take our leave to rest and deliberate on what to do next?
So, if I'm understanding correctly, you want us to go and help this dragon out with whatever is ailing her.
I don't know what you guys would be able to accomplish. You're the first group of people that seem capable of such a feat that I've come across lately. And with the way things have gotten worse and worse, I just feel like any help at this point, uh, is a good thing. And it's completely up to you. I know that's selfish of me to ask. I see what is becoming of the world, and I know how strong of a force the claws once were here on the Sword Coast, and I just think maybe you might be the people to make it great again.
Not after that epic battle last night. I don't know if anyone can make it great.
That's
But he looks over at
that's what
Palpius
we're
and
here
goes,
for.
"Well, it looks like you got some reinforcements at the very least. I'm sure it
Yeah.
would have been helpful a day ago, but
Oh, but he's here now, and I'm just gonna pat him on the knee, like he's here now. That's all that
and he
matters.
and he looks
And I'll
over at
Better
fucking
late
Palpius.
than never. That's what
He
I'd say.
he says, I agree, sir, and I'll make sure to give you your fair share of food as well."
I'll like reach into like my ear and like try and pull out a little bit of fucking like fish gristle and be like he's here now. I'll just wipe it
Yeah.
on his leg. He's here, and I'll just like pat him. Anyway, yeah, I think we'll need a little bit of time to eat and convene amongst ourselves to see if obviously you're in dire need, and I think it could benefit, but we do have other pressing matters, so we just need to weigh that against
Understandably,
this.
and like I said, I'm the offer stands. Whenever you're ready, I can secure you passage to the Bronze Shrine, and um, depending on where you need to go after that, our small ship is at your disposal. For what you've done
Fantastic.
for our town, we would be willing to secure you passage along the coast, however necessary.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, thank you
I
so
must
much.
warn that our ship is not the largest of boats, but it has a sail and it'll get you where you need to go.
Fantastic. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and let's just grub down and rest a little bit.
Yeah, and he will serve you guys some stew and leave it on the fire for you. He'll excuse himself and offer his full home for lodging, and you guys are able to take a long rest, get some food, but the night is still yours.
So I'm gonna immediately, as soon as he leaves, I'm gonna like kind of start pacing, look for, is there any like booze or anything?
Yeah, he has a cask of what appears to be mead.
Okay, so I'll immediately grab like a mug of mead and like fill it up and just start kind of pacing and um start thinking out loud to the two of them again and just say, I mean, this was already on the to-do list. We were already talking about figuring out what was wrong with the Claws of the Coast and solving that issue. We are here. This wouldn't add too much time. What do you guys think?
Um, Ronnie, would you be able to show us where the shrine is on the map?
Sure.
So we kind of have a sense of like what kind of travel time we're dealing with and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It seems like the logical,
he already said it's only an hour or two by boat.
oh, by boat. Okay.
Yeah. So they already have a boat that is either able to take us back to Leylon or as close as possible or up to the shrine. The shrine is only maximum 2 hours from where we're at right now.
Yeah, I think it's to just, at least for me, it'd give me sort of a visual of what direction it's in. Do we want to go back to camp? Do we want to just progress? Um, I'll do a quick inventory of my supplies too. I feel like I still have a couple of potions.
And then they also can, if we are going to the shrine, they have a couple more potions to give us.
Oh,
We
they
will
do.
be, yes, that's what he said. If we go to the shrine, he has a
Okay.
few more potions to give us. Um, only if we go to the shrine. However, he is able to give us a ride home. We don't need a ride home. We have the Hearthstone. So we don't need any transportation back home.
Yeah.
But I mean, we did take a full rest. We grab those
Yeah.
extra free potions. It's only
Yeah.
two
I
hours
mean,
ride up there.
yeah. If he's offering some supplies and stuff, or
And
obviously
this was
food
already,
and potions, then I
yeah,
think
this
we're
was
probably
already
good
on
to
our
go.
this was already on our to-do list, and it seems to be a pretty big issue. It's one less thing we have to worry about. So like we get this done. The Claws of the Coast is able to patrol this portion of the Sword Coast again. We don't have to worry about Leylon or any trade at that point, right? Everything can go back to normal. We can then at that point really focus on the cult. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's assuming everything goes well at the shrine,
Of course, you
right?
are right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we don't really know how well we're gonna stack up against the full extent of what we see. You know, from the
Yeah.
intel we have, she has been like magically poisoned, right? We
Right.
don't know how to break that yet. And it seems like we're half the people that even know what ails her in all of fucking this whole area. Nobody even
Yeah.
knows what's wrong with her
No, I
except
absolutely
us.
agree.
And so
I
I think,
absolutely agree. And like you said, it was kind of part of the original plan where we're like, we're gonna go check out the outpost, and if everything looks kind of good there, then we'll keep moving.
yeah,
So I mean, it's a logical next destination. I just kind of wanted to get an idea. So the bronze shrine is there, and where the big black dot is, right? So we have to go
N-
like
No,
southwest
no,
a
no, no,
little
no.
bit.
You
no,
guys
no,
are
no,
right here.
yeah,
Oh, we're
we're
there.
at
Oh, okay,
the,
we're at Leylon Point.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's why it's only 2 hours.
Okay.
We're that means we're also kind of on the way to Tower of Storm. So like
Yeah.
we could conceivably see what the
Hit
fuck is
that and
up.
then keep
Yeah.
going. Yeah. No, I agree then. Yeah, I just wanted to get a visual on the map, but I agree.
So what about
I think the
Tibble?
next stop is we head to the shrine, and
Yeah,
unless
Tibble,
anybody
Paphos,
disagrees.
guys, what do you think?
Agreed. I think there's something happening at the with the dragon that we've been or I've been pulled towards. So I think now's the
And
time.
just reading the notes, like in terms of the aftermath of the last battle, all we really found was just like money, right? We didn't find like
No,
anything
we found no
else.
crazy artifacts. Um, the only thing I have was one of the magic water swords, and I have a staff +1. That was all that we found that was worth anything besides normal, like regular
Money.
ass weapons or no, we already found the
Yeah.
money. There's a note
Mhm.
actually. You actually should add 144 gold to your inventory. I have
Okay.
gems also worth 500 gold that I'm keeping on
Okay.
my person until we can figure out exactly how to,
Yeah, totally. That's fine. Um,
But yeah, you add
wait, so
144.
that was the gold. There's a shitload of silver too. Did
Hmm,
you incorporate that? Because
we
I'm
already
looking
did.
at just the notes. Okay.
I
I
think the
believe
144 was the
is
like
including the
total.
silver.
Yeah,
It was including the exchange.
yeah.
Okay. I'll accept that. All right, well, yeah, I mean I'm ready to move out. I don't think there's anything left of value in Leylon Point.
Yeah, I think we just need a rest.
Yeah, so we got our long rest.
Yeah. I will say that you guys can each add one greater healing potion to your inventory, and one regular healing potion, whatever the regular one is.
Okay.
The
Potion
baseline,
of healing.
yeah, potion of healing. Um,
All of us?
all of
With
you.
that
Yeah.
Including
said,
me?
Yes, yes, yes.
just real quick, can we just do like a real quick inventory of like, does anybody need potions? Because I have quite a few. But how's everybody doing on potions just to make sure we're all stocked up? We can
Um,
redistribute them. I'm not asking for more. I'm just saying like,
hey, quick question, Ronnie, and I didn't want to use it last time because I didn't want to stop like the action. Do you remember me ever using my potion of invulnerability?
I don't believe so.
Because
I
okay,
don't
because
either.
I still have it.
Yeah, that was from when you guys went to
Yeah.
go fight the dragon.
Yeah. No, 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 no.
Oh no, that's not true
I
because
feel
Eyebroth
No,
wouldn't have
that's
been
not true.
around.
Right.
okay. Well, I feel like you have
I've
had
gotten
it
it
for a
since
while
then.
though, but you
I
haven't
have had
used
it
it.
for a while, but okay,
Oh,
that's
you
what
know
I
what?
was.
Not in
You know
any,
what?
not in any session I've been in.
I want to say Cynthia gave that to you because she had like a bunch of them in her inventory,
Got
and
it.
then like gave you whatever. I think she gave some to Palpius as well or something. I think we like
Yeah, I
Alright,
got
so
redistributed
just
two different
potions.
types of healing potions.
Yeah, I can't find the regular healing potion.
it's just called Potion of Healing. Just
Potion of
regular
healing.
Potion
Okay.
of Healing.
Potion
Yeah.
of healing.
Yeah, but I got two of them, so I'm just trying to
You
figure
got
out.
two.
Yeah, so you just
Tybalt,
add. You can
how
just add it then.
Yeah,
Tybalt, how are you doing on
you might have already
potions?
had
Do you
some.
need
Yeah.
any?
Yeah, one that's
Um,
like
I
worth
only have
50, the other one's worth
what
150.
I only have what they gave me just now, so I could use if you have any to spare.
All right, I'll give you two regular potions of healing to to Andre.
Okay. Two regular ones?
Regular ones, yeah. I don't have like a ton of all of them, but
Yeah, yeah, no, that's soap. Thank you. So I now
Tybalt, you
have
okay on
three
potions? I
total.
know you have healing spells, but
Box, how many do you
Frozen,
have?
did he drop? Do you just have like one of each? I can give you some.
No, I got with the ones that I just got right now. I got 3 greater and like 6 regular healing.
Oh, you have more than I do.
So like if you need
Um,
some, I
no,
can
I'm my
redistribute.
stock's
So
pretty
the guy
good.
with the most health has the most health potions.
I know, no, worry about the other guys. I'm pretty good on my stock right now. I have 4 regular and 3 greater.
What about you, Ebrath?
I have one greater and three regulars now.
All right, you want a greater?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right,
You don't mind.
as long as you have my ass in case shit hits the fan.
You know I got that ass, baby.
You trying to get your tailbone fucked or what?
Dude, tailbone. What are you talking about? Like
There's
fucking
a whole
back of
thing
his
in our
knee. Back of his
no,
knee max, bro.
there's a whole thing in our Discord where anyway.
Mm.
Um
I imagine Ebrath is
Tybalt
just like this little
dropped.
chihuahua that just humps everything.
No, you know, it's no, it's fucking mini me from Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Wing. Hey, RIP, bro.
they carry a spray bottle.
Yeah.
Hey, RIP.
R.I.P.
Just
Bad Ebrath.
get off.
Remember when he defected and he became mini Austin Powers?
No,
Oh
And
yeah.
he
I
had the
never
little
watched any of
wig.
those.
Yeah, dude, they were
No,
honestly, bro,
I've never seen a
classic.
single Austin Powers.
Classic.
he was
Never
dry
wanted to.
humping like Beyonce's leg.
I
Oh
watched that. I
yeah, he
watched that
was.
one. I watched part of the
You
third
watch Goldmember?
Gold member. Yeah, just
Yeah.
because like it was on in the background and I was like preoccupied and like didn't
Dude, they
care to
were
change
funny,
it.
man. That was Mike Myers. He was at his peak.
Yeah, and like I've seen parts of like okay, so I want to say I've seen all of Austin Powers just in segments.
Hmm.
Like I've never sat down and
Kind
watched
of,
the
me
whole
too.
thing.
I'm right there with you, Ronnie. Like, you remember the part with the machine gun titties? Just,
No, see, I don't even remember that.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I remember
that was
him
like the
trying to
end
like do
of
a
the
U-turn on
first
the
one
little
or
golf cart
something.
thing. And we're just doing like
Yeah,
a
it's still uncomfortable.
yeah.
The steamroller.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. I remember Seth Green is the like kid,
The
right?
sun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's his actual son,
Yeah.
Scott.
Yeah, that's right. He just has a normal name.
And what's funny is like so fucking Dr. Evil becomes like not as evil in the last one, but Scott becomes full on evil and his hair falls out, he
Be right
becomes
back,
bald.
guys.
All right.
And then you find out that so Michael Caine is actually Austin's dad.
Yeah,
Then you
yeah, yeah.
find out that they were twins.
Oh,
They
Dr.
were they
Evil
were
is his twin?
Dr. Evil's his identical twin, but they were separated at birth because the mom died in some sort of explosion. They thought Dr.
That's
Evil died, but he got he got found by like some German immigrants and got raised by like ex-Nazis or some shit.
isn't that part of the like backstory for Groot? From fucking Despicable Me?
I mean, if so, then they
Maybe.
just ripped off fucking Austin Powers.
I don't remember.
Are we on a break? What are we doing?
I don't know. Edgar dropped out and then Sal said be right back.
Oh, okay, cool. Yo,
Yeah, I'm
also,
still on.
I'm on an
My
icy.
internet is being released.
Okay,
No
icy
worries.
kick, happy dad, half and half. Not as good as the big one, but it's not as much alcohol, so chilling.
Cool.
I feel like I was trying to ask a couple of times. I don't know if the question made it through. Tybalt, how are you on potions?
I'll be good with the potions we're getting right now. One
Okay, cool.
one greater, one regular.
All right, then I think we're ready to head to the shrine, Ronnie. I mean, you're muted.
Yeah, so we're gonna we got a full rest and then we'll do it. Don't forget your
Okay.
full rest.
Yeah, Edgar, can you just put in the chat if you can hear me still?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, cool. I'll just do this quick then while I have
I
you.
might need to go video feed, but
All right,
Okay.
I'm here though.
I am back.
As you guys take your long rest and you're able to get a full night's sleep, Tybalt, you have dreams of the uh, bronze dragon being afflicted and just struggling to maintain its composure. It's thrashing out at the air, um, visibly in pain. You also see flashes of what appears to be a humanoid creature with red glowing eyes, long gangly limbs, with pointed claws. Something that doesn't necessarily look human, but it is humanoid in shape. As you kind of alternate between images of the dragon and images of this stalking creature in darkness. You feel a burning sensation on your tattoo, uh, and you are awoken in the middle of the night from the just the searing pain from the heat of the tattoo that's like resonating as this dream is kind of coming to a peak. You wake up in a pool of sweat, heavy breathing,
Hmm.
but you are able to get back to bed eventually and maintain a full night's rest.
Hmm.
We said that the travel is only going to be a few hours, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Well,
Vox would probably
okay.
have nightmares about like a giant fucking shark creature just throwing axes.
Yeah.
Just like boom, and then it fades out, and then like another one kind of comes back, and it's like boom, and another one. He's just getting axes thrown at him.
I'll say that. All right, I'll go with that. Vok, you have night terrors yourself, and you find yourself being hunted by the skeletal shark as it floats through the sky in the caves, coming at you closer and closer. The way it moves, like it's moving through water, and the way it's just a skeleton, you sense the evil magic that is ruminating from the body as as the as you struggle to run through the caves to get away. It feels like your body is finally feeling the full weight of the rock material that you were made of. As your running gets sluggish and you're running slower and slower, it almost as if you were boots of web walking are anchoring you to the ground, and you just can't get away from the shark. It's just coming faster and faster. You hear the Jaws theme, dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it, and it's getting faster and faster. And then finally, the shark gets close enough to you, and it takes a bite. You're able to dodge out of the way just in time. But as you open your eyes, you see the battle master in its full bone armor and his wave crasher sword coming down with the strike across your throat as you wake up in a pool of sweat yourself.
The Blade Master is what you called him.
Yeah,
Okay,
Dude, that fought the
yeah,
sickest
for sure.
armor.
pretty
So
much.
I
That
awaken
that
and
shit was
just
tight.
I awaken and just like a big gasp of air, just and just like sort of having minor hallucinations of sharks still being in the area, shark humanoids, right? That's the Hogwind. I'm just like, fuck, I'm looking around.
Yeah.
And I'll just like realizing it's not real. I'm just gonna grab Hobby Fat Worm and fucking just grab him and like cuddle him and go back to sleep.
He lets out a squeal. Squeak!
Wait, I want a nightmare too.
I got yours ready. I got yours locked and loaded, bro.
Let's go. Let's do this shit.
I got yours locked and loaded. As you drift off to sleep at breath, you are haunted with images of Zeth the White. Um, you are haunted with images of him in his undead like state, toiling away at his workstation, um, webs kind of growing on him as you can tell that he is just at his station working, not really moving. Um, and then you also flash over to images of the dragon, the bronze dragon, at least what you think the bronze dragon would appear to be like. You envision a hoard of treasure with several dragon shards. Um,
Like full shards?
as in your dreams,
Okay.
you see the shards and in your haste to complete your assignment or what you're working on, you eagerly reach out to them. Um, in doing so, you see the dragon retaliate and reach out and takes a bite against you as you wake up in a pool of sweat yourself.
Okay. Are we all waking up at the same time? Like how
I don't
are
know.
we
I
all
don't know.
like are we all just like,
Yeah.
oh shit?
Yeah, and then Papas is just sleeping fucking
He's like me 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 me
yeah,
me
Yeah.
me 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 me.
like fucking little Mickey.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The blood of the innocents.
Yeah.
Me 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 me. Um okay, all right.
I
As
would
I
say, yeah, all
call
three of you wake up and just look at each other.
okay. I'm like, yo, did you
Did
guys have a
you see
fucking
that? Did you see that?
did you see that? Did Tibble,
I
did
saw
you see that?
something.
You
I
seem
saw something. I didn't.
What did you see?
Saw a bunch
I
of
wake up
sharks.
and I say, "Shut up."
A bunch of sharks. It was because you fucking passed out sideways before we killed that big one, huh?
You know, Breath. I fucking hate water. Just it tracks.
I get it, dude. Honestly, makes you muddy.
I don't like
100%.
sharks. I don't like water.
Honestly, yeah, I don't like water much either, unless I have that spell, water walk, which is pretty sick. Just learned it, so comes in clutch. But otherwise, I sink just like Metal Mario. Um, what about you, Tibble? What did you see? Damn, that's crazy. So anyway, uh, so anyway, no, dude, I saw my dad. He's like, he's he's straight up like undead. It looks like I saw him in the portal when we killed Ascendus, right? And he looked not well, but he didn't look undead. In my dream, quick, quick question, DM. Do I have a sense that I was actually seeing him, or was it actually a dream?
You
One,
think it?
one.
You're pretty confident it was a dream.
Okay. I was gonna say because I don't really dream, right? Like I'm
I
not
don't. I don't
an
know.
entity that dreams.
Do
But
electric
like,
sheep dream of, or what is it?
yeah,
Do
I almost
robots dream
bought
of
that book
electric sheep?
today.
How funny.
Do androids dream of electric sheep?
Yeah, there
Um,
we go.
I actually had legit. I had it in my hands, and I was like, "It's $18 for what, dude? Get the fuck out of here." Um, but anyway, just because I don't normally dream, right? Normally, if I dream, it's because I'm having some sort of vision or premonition. That's why I'm asking. So, but it did feel like a dream.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, I don't. But this wasn't like you. I think this was actually a dream, but it just seemed so frail and I know it probably it wasn't him, but he's under some sort of thrall and I know whatever he's doing of his own power, but he's being coerced somehow, and I don't know how to come to terms with both of those things. And I don't think I'll have to for a long time, but I just, I don't know.
Well, Breath, I think much like me, you're gonna have to start thinking through what happens when you have to make that choice. Very much like I'm currently battling with once I meet my demons, my significant other, my daughter, what am I gonna do? It's those aren't easy questions to answer. But I think we're in this together, man.
Yeah. Well,
As
I
far as
mean,
I'm concerned, you're all my family now. And as much as I want to protect my daughter, if that comes in the way of the safety of our group here, this is easier said than done, but you guys are my primary focus here. And if either of them get in the way of that, that's going to be a very difficult decision in that moment. But we need to start thinking through these things. What if your dad's on the other side of this? How are you going to feel when that moment comes? And I'm not asking you for an answer right now, but we need to start preparing for this.
so I'll kind of look down, and as I'm kind of ruminating like I normally do, just mind running a mile a minute. The moment Vox says that he considers us his family, above his priority, above his daughter, my eyes will like snap up to him, and like I'll realize the severity of what he means.
And I think
Um,
I almost think that you're going to be in the same boat where I am, where I've never actually seen her face to face. When that moment comes, I can tell you how I expect to act and everything, but that's going to be a difficult confrontation, right? I think you're in the same boat. Have you ever encountered your dad? Like, do you know him? Have you spoken to him directly? Like, what do you remember?
oh, um, there's I think there's a stark difference between our experiences, unfortunately. Um, I remember everything. I journeyed with my father for close to 200 years. Uh, DM, what's the timeline? More than 200 years? How old was
Uh,
Zeth the White when he died?
I don't know. I guess that's kind of up for you to decide.
I was gonna say because gnomes are already like fairly long lived compared to humans, but I would
Mhm.
think that like him being like a technically like a level 20 artificer
Yeah, he'd be
probably
old.
would have extended his life.
Yeah.
Um, okay, I would say put him at like high 300s maybe by the time he died, something like that.
So you've actually like been with him, you've interacted and
Yeah,
like the whole
so
bit.
well,
I was always under the
I was
impression like you didn't really know him.
no. I was I was there with him. You know, I met him the first time he summoned me when he was, 15 years old, and I was with him until the day I assumed he died. Um, when he
That's right.
forcibly,
Okay.
and I should have died with him, but he had fail safes in place um, to protect Blast, and I was one of those fail safes. So I was in stasis for a little bit of time, but as I
So let me
as
let
I journey, hold on, as I journey with you,
yeah.
with all of you, the longer I do, the more I realize that it was maybe wrong for me to call him father. Um, he was good. He treated me well, but I was a thing to him. I was an object. I was a tool. Maybe his favorite tool, but I was a tool. It wasn't
Um,
until Blast was born that I felt what it meant to have a family. I think that is probably why I took my mission so importantly, so severely, and I try to fulfill it as strictly to the letter as possible. Partly because he's the only family I've ever known prior to meeting all of you. And when that confrontation happened, I still wasn't quite sure of where everything stood with all of you. I'd never felt what it meant to be around anyone other than, you know, the man who created me and Blast, you know. And
Damn, you're
I
Sasuke
get
Uchiha.
it. How?
Because you had a family and you got it all ripped away from you.
Mm,
I
kind of.
mean, that's kind of most of us, I think. Um, how long would you say it's been since you probably have already commented on this in the past, and I apologize if I've
We
forgotten
have.
that, but like how long has it been since like you saw Zeth the White? But like since you last saw like this, oh, since you were in stasis, like the whole attack, like how long has that been, more or less?
So we're talking between 2 and 3 years since
I
Tybalt
think
found
it's,
him.
yeah, but I think the attack on Zeth the White we established was about 5 years ago.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
That's right. Because
And
he was
he,
living by on his own for a little bit in the cave
mhm,
area in his laboratory, and then he was traveling with Tybalt for some time before meeting up with the
right.
rest of the group. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
So
that
about
that
5 years.
that'll be my reply. Yeah. I
Okay.
was in, but I was also in stasis up until how long have we been journeying together? 6 months now?
Yeah, maybe
Yeah, so
going on
but
a year.
Is
but
it
in
a
stasis
fair
I was there was nothing going on.
yeah.
I was just in a
Um
pod.
yeah. So is it a fair statement to say that probably those timelines align in that the last time Ebrath sort of saw Zeth the White is probably right around the same time that I last saw whatever we're calling her these days, Mistral. She has a new name now, but it would have probably been around the same time because my daughter's probably around 5-ish years old.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's probably all aligning, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
well, exactly, because we've established that the timeline is the last time you saw them and the jailbreak you had coincided with Zeth gaining that full kyber crystal, which went into Blast. So like that would have all happened within like 6 months of each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Um, okay, and so just taking it one step further and not to belabor the point or anything, but like in terms of just the timeline, um, I guess I'll ask Tybalt, like Tybalt, what were you doing about 5 years ago? How do you fall into this?
To be honest, I don't remember what happened prior to the 5 years. My initial memories have been finding Blast, journeying with Thawne, but I don't have a recollection before then.
Wait, you don't remember what happened to you prior to 5 years ago?
I only remember not having any money and looking for shelter.
Inside check.
Roll it,
I
roll it,
love it.
roll it.
Tapia, so you know you're next in
And
this, right?
I am giving myself flashy genius, by the way,
Okay.
automatically.
Remember, I'm asleep, guys.
Oh, I'm gonna wake your
So
ass up.
that is
Never wake
and
a
my
bear,
last
my
one.
amigo.
Oh shit. That's a 22.
That's true.
Fully true. You have no recollection except vaguely being super poor.
Being poor and the last feeling I have and the feeling after was the cold of the night and the warmth of a fire.
How old is Tybalt?
And
He's like 36.
Damn, dog, you have no memories from like, but God
I don't know
damn.
how old Tybalt is. I was just throwing it out there, but
Hey, maybe we'll have a reveal where he remembers all the shit, right? I'm gonna
But
fucking
but
go.
I
I'm
do
gonna
get
go
the
wake
but
up.
I do get the insight. Like he's being truthful. He really has no memory
yeah.
from like shortly before finding Blast.
Mhm.
Yeah, something happened to him in his like late 20s that caused him to just forget
Find
everything
Jesus.
else. And yeah, he was able to find faith. And
So okay, real quick meta, Edgar. So we're talking like your first memory is like the events of your backstory.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. That's good to know. I always was operating off the assumption that like you were some ex scumbag that had a come to Jesus moment and like just chose to start your life over at that point. Not that you had no recollection. Like, so you're like a straight up street urchin.
you thought he just told people? Oh, I don't remember.
No, well, I don't know. Like,
No
he's
one's
never said
asked.
that.
Yeah, no
Oh,
one's
he's
asked.
also never said that in front of Ebrath.
Yeah, that's true.
And Blast would never have asked. He was a fucking toddler when he when he met him. He wouldn't have known to ask him
Yeah.
anything. Damn, okay. That's crazy.
No one's ever asked, hey, where are you from?
Yeah, honestly though, sick ass backstory though. BT dubs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucking crazy. Papias is still fucking in the fucking.
You know, he's pretending to sleep, but he's like, these guys don't know what I've been through.
What are you drinking?
Oh, damn.
Hey, damn, bro, the real
Damn,
blast.
damn, damn.
I'm still working on that 36 pack, we got at Costco.
Hell yeah.
Dude, throw some
It was
tequila in
like
that bitch.
4 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
We're only like,
Tequila and a little
I
bit
don't even
of
think we're halfway through it.
lemon.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so like, I think at that moment in time, I'm gonna go wake up Palpius, fucking stir him from his sleep, and
Hey,
like,
bitch, when was your last memory?
not I'll specifically ask, like, where the fuck were you like about 5 years ago? What were you doing?
I was adventuring.
Where? What were you doing? Were you a fucking? Were you alone? Were you with a group?
No, I
Were
was
you
Did you have
alone.
some?
just
Did you have some hot boo
causing
thing?
havoc? Doing that
I was
hot
just
tour?
alone.
Hot tour.
Who was
No, I'm
pooping
kidding,
in that
but like
bucket?
seriously, like where were you at like 5 years ago? You got to come up with some shit here, buddy.
I say I was adventuring. I was fighting, not for like, you know,
He
I
was
would say
Roadhouse.
conquest, but like, protect those who could not defend themselves. I am technically still half, human, so there's, you know, that rage in me, my orc side, but you know, I would say I was just adventuring.
Was
Trying.
there was there anybody in particular that you were protecting? Were you part of a group? Were you part of like a militia? Or were you just like looking
Well,
for baddies, just like wandering around like fuck this bully?
no,
What
no
kind of baddies we talking
particular,
about?
Yeah.
Talk to baddies.
militia or anything like that. I think, Ron did bring up a point where like my clan was kind of, you know, wiped out,
Yeah, I remember that.
but I wasn't around when that happened.
Where were you, bro?
He
I
was
was
raised
with
by his
my
mom, correct?
yeah. So I was only with my father's at work, mom's human. You know.
Yeah, so his father was killed in an attack on his tribe, and he went to go live with his mother after that. The leader of their tribe was also killed at that time, and the tribe had mostly been scattered, but recently has been rebuilding and regrouping and protecting the forest over in Neverwinter. I remember Vox had like a moment with them.
Yeah, they were definitely part of his tribe.
Yeah.
And they
Ran
had
into three of them.
tattoos. Yeah, they had tattoos on their like head that looked like skeletal fingers in a crown shape.
Yep. They told me I was the protector of the forest or something like that.
Yeah.
So I got no tribe. My mother's long dead, so I just roam the
How old are you,
lands.
Papias? How old is Papias?
I think we said we're like 30.
Okay, so then you must have been about like 10 years old when your father was killed. And you like
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
so Papias definitely would have had some like tribe life, like at some point in his life, but being that his mom was human, he was probably kind of in and out of both worlds.
Yep.
So I
We
know
were
he's
constantly
huge.
clashing.
Yeah, I know he's huge. So him being half orc, does that mean he's smaller than other full orcs still?
He's
Probably
pretty
like
fucking big.
7 feet, right? Like around my size
But I mean,
is what
7
I
feet.
always
That's like
kind
a
of thought.
normal. That's like a normal orc size, no?
Nah, I thought orcs were a little bigger than that.
Nah, no way, bro.
I don't know. He's
D
big as
and D
fuck.
orcs aren't fucking.
Even if he is half orc, he is an anomaly.
But so he all he has is like the smaller tusks then basically,
Yeah, his mom
and
was
like the
really tall.
slightly rounded ears. Like she was taller than his dad.
Oh yeah,
That's so funny.
fucking
Yeah.
got it by Snoo Snoo, bro.
Shit. Yeah, exactly. Amazonian.
All right, cool.
So,
Well,
so quick, Ronnie, just to kind of wrap this up. So Palpius, are we like looking for the guy that fucking wrecked your tribe? Like, what's your biggest motivation right now? Where were like again? I'm back to like where were you at 5 years ago, and like where are we at today? Somebody killed your tribe. Are we trying? Do you know who it was? Do you
I have
care?
no I do care, but at the same time I have no idea, no clue. That
give me a
first
history check,
interaction where
Papias.
let's see,
Oh yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to. God damn it, let's do this.
fucking 21 questions over here, FBI interrogation.
Well, you're the one that slept through this whole shit, so.
You should have let me be. So, history check. Did I just click on it?
Yep.
Can I help? Can I
Yep.
help him?
How would you help him?
Like, hey, bitch, fucking remember.
Yeah,
I don't think that applies.
don't piss me off
Super
now.
helpful.
I don't think that
Damn,
applies.
bro. I tried.
Hold on. So, okay. Well,
It
uh,
13.
I'm
Okay. What are you trying to do, Vox?
I'm trying to use the knowledge that I have of just the general kind of Sword Coast. I've been around here a lot. Um, Particularly remembering the symbols that his tribe mates had in the forest, where like they had, it looked like a skull crown. Um, I'm trying to remember anything that I might have heard about who might have hurt the skull crown or who might have had beef with them.
Okay. Give me a history check as well. Or add your
So
bonus.
plus two. So it's a
You got a
15 for
13, so
him.
15 total. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, Palpius, you don't remember much of the description of the people who raided your village. You remember kind of just stories that have been told by people that are the survivors, and they wouldn't want that wouldn't be something they'd want to talk about. Maybe in a like fit of rage, somebody would be like, "Oh, one of these days we're gonna find those motherfuckers." But you didn't spend a whole ton of time in the tribe anyway, so you didn't really see that side of it. But you recall hearing that it was a um, group of marauders that had come in and utilize weird magic to subdue some of the tribe members, and they fought tooth and nail to the death with your uh, leader of your tribe. Uh, the crown of skeleton crown being stolen at that time, um, and taken by one of the marauders as a trophy. Since then, your tribe has gone to tattooing themselves with that skeletal crown in kind of in honor and remembrance of the tribal leader. But you don't recall any names or like descriptors necessarily.
What color
Do
is
you,
Papo?
He's like purple.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Do you share that intel with us? Do you tell us about that? Papias? I mean,
Yeah,
you don't like Ronnie's giving this to you as like this is your memory, but that's not necessarily saying you tell us about it.
Yeah, you don't have to
You
tell
know
them. It's up
what?
to you.
Maybe I would just tell him. Maybe who knows, Vox or Abrath or you know, Tybalt
Tybalt.
probably at one point
I,
had an encounter with these marauders. Maybe they might remember something.
I will say, Vox, give me a history check, and
Can I
Tybalt
help
as
them?
well.
Can I help them both?
Uh, no, you wouldn't be able to help with this.
Oh, damn. Can
Ah,
I still yell, bitch,
terrible.
remember? Terrible? Well, what?
7.
Call me
Seven,
bitch one more time,
fuck.
fish bait, and we'll
What,
Hey,
Tybalt?
take you
man.
to my axe.
13.
Damn.
Tybalt, you're pretty sure you remember seeing a crown of like skeletal fingers on somebody that you've encountered in the past. However, it's just on the tip of your tongue. You can't quite picture the face, but you do remember having an encounter with a crown of bones that kind of fits that description. But the thought itself is eluding you at this moment.
Have I
No,
had that encounter? Oh, okay.
no one did. That's why you couldn't help.
Got it. So this was pre my character?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
So just making sure I kind of am following the right train of thought here.
Oh,
At one
okay. I
point,
see what you're saying. Okay. Got it. Yeah.
at one point, Palpius's clan, his tribe, they had an actual like physical crown of bones that got stolen by some marauders, some raiders.
Yeah.
And after that, they were like, fuck. And so now they're like tattooing it because they don't actually have that artifact. So it's like an
Correct.
artifact.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But the Mandalorians may have come across the artifact, right?
Possibly.
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm
I know.
not gonna
Okay.
metagame, but
Yeah. No. I know exactly where we did,
yeah.
I think.
I'm not gonna confirm whether or not this is a homebrew item I created out of nowhere, but I will accept that.
No. I'm thinking of I'm thinking of the location where we met up with them
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
then fucking killed them. But it is what it is.
All right. And so again, I know I'm fucking dragging this shit through the mud, but so Palpius are you actively looking for them? I mean, is
Mm,
this something we should keep an eye out for? Like I'm here to help you, man. You've done enough for us. Like what can we do here?
Palpies, I would say that you know how much the crown meant to the tribe, and you think that being able to restore that somehow would bring not just yourself like great honor, but great honor to your tribe to get that artifact back.
Right on. So how do I say? I search for clues, you know, wherever I go. I it's not that I completely forgotten about it or put it on the back burner. Sometimes in searching for an answer, to the question of where's the crown, or what happened to all my members of my clan, I get sidetracked by these, other encounters I have. And this was even before joining your group.
Okay,
But
Palpius,
any
I have a nightmare for you.
Yeah,
Let's
fuck yeah.
go.
Let's do it.
I thought
In
I
your
was sound asleep, man.
You were sound
Here
asleep.
we go.
In your slumber, you have dreams of your past. You remember running through the forest, digging up mushrooms to collect for stews, being taught how to swing an axe by your dad, being a very small boy. You would oftentimes uh, go back and forth between like the city life where your mom lived and the tribal life where your father lived. Um, Bouncing back and forth. You remember sitting around campfires and hearing stories being told of past conquests. However, in your dream, you see a flash um, of a man who is just in a rage, um, and just with wild eyes that are just lost to battle lusts. You see this man swinging a large blade and just cutting through all of your friends and family members, and holding the crown of bones and setting it aside on top of his head, and just feeling an overwhelming sense of fear come over you as you lock eyes with this uh, person. As you look around your burning um, campfire, your tents are now on fire. The people that were just singing songs moments ago are now laying dead, slain, with a group of marauders running through and just wrecking havoc where they could. You wake up in a fit of sweat and heavy breathing as you wake up to the sound of the other three members here telling their stories, and that's why it's so kind of at the forefront of your memory as you wake up from this nightmare.
Damn, he ended up like I took notes on like everyone's thing. His had like a whole fucking huge paragraph of just memories. I love it. It's about time we built your backstory.
Straight up.
It's getting there.
Yeah, little by little.
All right, let's take a
So,
quick break and
okay.
then we'll come back.
Yeah,
I gotta pee.
I'm down. All right, be right back.
Let's do it. Be right back.
All right. Yo, yo.
Yep. What did you guys do for dinner?
Susie made some flautas.
Nice.
They were fire. I was chowing down on them while we were waiting for Dave.
Nice.
Yeah. Kind of waited a little bit longer to make them because it gets kind of hot when she's frying.
Yeah. I know that's the thing, like, because I usually cook dinner, and so like sometimes like I'll be like I have something in the oven and I'm like cooking on the stove, and like I get hot like normally, so like when I'm cooking
Yeah.
I get fucking hot, and then Emma will always come in and be like, it's cold, I'm gonna turn the air off. I'm like, what the fuck, like,
No. It's needed sometimes.
yeah. So where are you working at right now? I know you said you just finished up in Brea, correct?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go down to like Laguna Niguel.
Okay,
Yeah, one of the assistants is running a new store down there. So I'm just gonna be there,
that's cool. That's not too bad.
just
It's a bit of a
overseeing
drive,
him.
but
Eh,
not too bad.
we got fast track with the company, so
Oh, that's good. And
yeah.
do you take the toll roads?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that makes it way faster.
No, yeah. And now that the toll roads have like that 405 connection, like
Hmm.
even better. We're doing tomorrow morning.
Nothing.
Disc golf.
I'm down. I was gonna ask you guys. I'm
See
down
if
for
Dave is down
something.
to go.
Yeah. I'm down for something in the morning. That way it's not too hot.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, and then we're trying to figure out the fourth. So you said you guys are going to barbecue at your house or what?
Yeah.
We'll
I think
see
we're
what Emma
gonna
wants to
set up
do.
in the driveway. Yeah, let me know. That way, you get her some like veggie dogs or
Oh, we'd bring our own stuff. That way you guys didn't have to. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Like I'll see what she wants to do, and I'll let you know.
yeah.
What do you guys normally do?
There,
Just hang out when your parents come over?
yeah. Fireworks. I mean, everybody's.
Do you guys like set off fireworks and stuff, or just hang
I
out?
I haven't in like 4 years now, 5.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, we never
Yeah.
really set off fireworks either.
I think the last time I set them was when I was still traveling,
Oh,
and I
okay.
brought a bunch of like fireworks from like South Carolina and
That fucking
Nevada.
what's that movie? Fucking something.
Joe
Joe
Dirt?
Dirt. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I was in South Carolina and it freaking tripped me the hell out. Like I stopped by a gas station and like parked at the pumps, walked in, and it's like a convenience store, and then you walk into a full section of fireworks. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a little crazy, if all that were to pop off with
Yeah, dude.
so many, thousands of gallons of gasoline underneath. But hey, I guess they're more lax. And the guy was pretty chill too. I was like, hey, what? He's like, if you want to, he's like, hey, let me know which fireworks you want to see. And he had like YouTube videos, I think.
Oh, that's
They would
cool.
pull up. He's like,
Oh, not bad.
oh, this one would,
Yeah, that's
would
smart.
be your, yeah. And I bought it like a lot. I think I spent like $100.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
Yeah, dude. Like I know, like my boss says he spends like 250 bucks on fireworks every year. I'm just like, fuck. But he's got like money to throw away like that. But that's so like
Are
it's
they
crazy that people spend that much money on like fireworks.
Yeah,
are they
I think
fireworks or are they just sparklers?
No, they're like fire. They're like have he buys like the kind that are like mortars, like the actual ones that go up and explode.
yeah,
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's what I had. I remember they even came with like this little like janky ass plastic mortar, and I was like, but it held up.
that's cool.
Yeah, and then the last one I fired, it was like a big little cake, dude, and it just that thing went off for like a good like minute, and I was like, shit. I was
That's
like, because
cool.
a couple cops I rolled by, before,
Mhm.
and that thing was just going off in the middle of my street, and I'm like
Yeah,
right at the intersection.
I don't think you were there, Edgar. Were you there? I don't think so. I think you're in San Diego probably, but were you there the Halloween at my like brother's house when we set off that mortar in the desert that like Andrew had? And like the
No.
cops got called on us. Yeah. So one time we were like had just like it was like Halloween, I want to say, and Andy Left Hand was like, yo, I have this firework. It's like a mortar one.
Wait,
And
what do
so
you call him?
Andy Left Hand, that was his
Why do you
like
call him that?
that was like his gamer tag.
Oh, I thought
And
he blew off his left hand or something. I was like, okay,
no,
that's
no, 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 no.
We back?
He did
We're waiting
crush
on
his right
Dave.
hand though.
But yeah, he did.
Wait, what
Wait,
happened?
what?
He crushed his right hand.
Who did?
Shit.
Andy Left Hand.
Andy,
Oh yeah. He crushed
AJ.
his right hand under a transmission,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and he was
that
pinned.
sucks.
Dude, no. Get this. The actual shitty part of that story is that he was pinned for over an hour before his dad came home.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened was they were working on the old El Camino that they both restored, his dad's car, and they were in the process of replacing the transmission. So they had a lift and like one of those, those little crane lifts.
Yeah.
So he had the transmission on the crane lift, and they'd at this point had only ever worked on it with the both of them because safety, right? But he had like gotten off early or some shit that day and was like, oh well, I can put it in position and start dropping it so that like when my dad gets here, like we're fucking good to go. Because it takes time, right? Like you to
Yeah,
fully
you gotta
position,
position it.
yeah, to fully position and fully drop it. I mean, even if you're good, takes at least a half hour, between a half hour and an hour, depending on what you're doing, right? So
Yeah.
he was like, oh, I'll just position it. I'll position and drop it so that like as soon as my dad gets here, we're fucking wrenching, right? Um, this fucking dummy, love you, Andy. If you ever see this, you're a fucking idiot and you know it. This fucking idiot decides he's gonna drop a whole transmission while nobody's there, dude. He's at his house by himself. And for what I don't know what happens, but
Wait. What? This dude dropped a transmission? That shit, isn't it like 300, 400 pounds?
yeah,
Yeah.
he dropped it on his
You
Yeah.
hand.
missed the part where we said he
Oh,
crushed his hand.
He
oh,
crushed his hand.
motherfucker.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Yo,
Mhm.
legit, like
Gamer tag was left
his
hand though.
doctors, his doctors were like, you're never gonna use your hand again. Like they were like,
Oh
he had
man.
like he had 3 pins. So he had a full
Yeah.
cast. He had 3 pins. He's fine now. He's not 100%. His hand's still not 100%, but it's like it's like 80, 90%. So it's like very usable, right?
Oh, it's
But
better
like,
Yeah.
than losing it, dude.
oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
shit.
Dude, no, legit, like he fucking drops this some freak accident happens. He's like kind of, I think he's in front of it and he's just directing where
It's
like
using
he's
like
kind
a
of,
jack at least, or like a cherry
yeah,
picker or something.
he has a, hold on, he has like a cherry picker, but
Okay.
it's like one of those like little home ones, right? Where it's like just a mini crane and he's
Yeah.
directing it, but he's like on his knees or some shit, and he goes to start just directing it and it slips off of like one of the fucking hooks and just falls.
Oh,
Boom.
bro.
Luckily
Fuck.
it wasn't from like high up from what I recall. it was only from like a foot because he hadn't lifted it to go in. He was like it was outside the vehicle. He was moving it, and then he was about to lift it and then drop it in, right? But it fell from like a foot or a foot and a half up and fell right on his right hand.
Oh, fuck. Yeah,
But
that's
he
bone crushing
also
for sure.
so he was home alone and did it and was too far away from his phone. So he had to wait till his dad showed up like over an hour later. Yeah. So I guess the doctor said that
Oh, bro.
part of why his hand was so fucked up was that he tried to move and
Yeah.
he drug his hand underneath like the pinning point.
Fuck, dude. That's a
Yeah.
shitty
So because
situation.
it pinned him here and obviously broke
Oh,
all these
right in the
bones, right?
middle.
But he
Yeah.
moved. Also, he's strong as shit. So he moved himself and moved the pinning point from here to here. So they ended up
Don't
having to
even,
put
don't even tell me. That's
so
just,
they had to put 3 different pins that stuck. So they casted his hand, right? Remember how ugly his cast was because there had to be like there was cutout points. So there was like a pin here, and then a pin in his wrist. It was ugly as fuck, dude. And then he had just this hole, like just this fucking. You could see down into like his wrist. It was
oh,
fucking disgusting.
Dude.
my face hurts from grimacing so much.
Yeah,
Fuck,
dude.
dude.
No,
That's
it was
Oh,
terrible.
disgusting. It
I
was
just
disgusting.
pictured the Deadpool
hmm
scene. That's why I
Yeah.
posted that
Yeah.
GIF right now, dude.
No. He literally had to just sit there, and nobody was home. He had to. He said it was. He thinks it was close to 2 hours, but he doesn't know because he didn't know exactly what time it was when he got like to work. Yeah, it was at least over an hour, close to 2 hours when his dad got there and then called the fucking ambulance. But then they couldn't also just get it right off. It was a whole thing, dude. Fucking
Yeah.
idiot.
So anyway, one
Fucking
time this guy
idiot.
had a fucking firework. We set it off, and the cops came and they were like, "Hey, like we got reports of these illegal fireworks going off. Like, was that you guys?" And I was like, "Nah, that shit was like over there by the desert." I was like, "I think it's those people across the street over there." There's like fucking trailer park on the other side. I was like, they always set off shit over there. And the cop was like, all right, cool, have a good night, be safe. And just drove off. I was like, but it was us.
Fucking guy.
All right, cool. You
Anyway,
guys back?
we back.
Let's do this.
And we
All
back.
right.
And we back.
So you guys wake up and you guys are able to take the full effect of your long rest. What's the move?
We're just gonna go back to the headmaster and tell him we're ready to go.
And
We're
you're
ready.
going to
The
The
shrine,
shrine.
the bronze
Cool.
dragon shrine.
He
Talk to the
will
Durgan.
yeah, he will give you use of his ship and he'll give you tell you exactly where you need to go. But he's actually not a sailor, so
Oh
he's
wait,
kind of.
are we sailing the ship ourselves? I thought he said he had a shipwright.
He said he could secure you a ship.
No, you
Um,
said shipwright.
I that's not a word that I know, so I wouldn't have said that.
No. But I took note of it because I was like, that's very unlike Ronnie to use shipwright.
No, I definitely then I think you misheard me because I definitely didn't say that.
Okay.
Um,
Well, then who know we're fucked then. We can't fucking sail a ship.
well,
Well,
you guys
okay,
can
so
you guys can figure it
it's
out. I'm the DM,
it's
all right?
it's
We
a
got
fairly
this.
small
We'll
ship,
do this
probably,
together.
right? It's
Yeah,
not like
it's
a
like
giant fucking
it's a small
Okay.
little
Sorry,
ship.
guys.
And
Sorry, damn.
again,
All right.
Andre and his
Fuck.
fucking ships.
Mr. I know, Mr. Ship Expert over here. I think we're
Yo,
okay.
okay, look, here's the deal. I didn't know I knew a lot about ships until I realized none of you motherfuckers know shit about ships.
Zero,
It's
You know way
zero,
it's
more about
fucking
ships than any of
crazy.
us, I think.
It's
like
crazy. It's
zero,
insane.
zero knowledge.
It's insane. It's like I know about UFOs, like how to build them or some shit. Like
But okay,
that's what
what I
it
don't
feels
get,
like when I'm
what I don't
talking
get
to you guys.
is like we all grew up in the desert, right? Nowhere near bodies of water. How do you
Yeah,
know so much
no.
about ships?
Read a
Like
book, dude. I don't
I
know.
read books, but I don't
Read a
know. I don't
fucking
care about
book.
the book. I don't care about the
Read
ship part.
books.
When
I
they're
don't
like
care either, but it's stuck in my head for some reason.
Chisholm,
Damn.
Stuck in your head,
Right.
sorry.
Chisholm.
Let's just gauge the knowledge
Hey,
here.
you know what?
What part of the ship is the starboard or whatever?
It's the left
Starboard is
side.
the right. What is it?
See what I'm
What's
saying?
the other one
I don't
called?
know shit.
Saltboard.
Saltboard, bro.
Saltboard?
Hell yeah.
It's
That's
called
it.
right
No,
board.
that's it. That's it, bro. That's what we're using. It's
So the ship
starboard
that he
and
gives us,
saltboard.
Yeah.
the
yeah.
ship that he gives us, we're able to navigate ourselves, right? Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, starboard is the right
Are
side,
none of you guys
motherfuckers.
proficient in ships?
For sure not me. I hate the water.
Port's left side.
I'm only
Oh
I'm
wait,
only
is there
I'm
anybody that
only
is there anybody that has like proficiency with vehicles or
Yeah, it's
anything?
called like
yeah.
water vehicles. Yeah.
Mine's only land vehicles.
Okay.
I mean, that's
I think
closer than
so.
any of us, I think.
You have proficiency in
only
land
land vehicles
vehicles?
as
Okay,
well.
so
Oh,
all right, so
land
then can I
vehicles,
just say
yeah.
I'm doing like massive history checks all the time just to make sure that we're not gonna die?
I don't think
I
you
just- I
want a
just
midget,
read-
steering the boat tampoco.
No, I'm gonna sit on your head and then I'll fucking direct
Is
everybody.
that
What are
under
you, fucking
tools?
Ratatouille?
Yeah.
Is
I
that
am.
under tools?
Yeah.
No, it's under
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, it's under tools.
Does it? Oh, Palpius, you don't have any shit for vehicles, right?
Nah,
Okay,
just
how about
vehicles
this?
on
It's
land.
under
How about this?
Oh, so vehicles on land. We have two guys that know vehicles on land.
Yeah, but we're on a ship.
But
Same shit.
but come on. All right, now we want to get into semantics. All right.
Well, no, because
I
it's
mean-
an actual skill though. Like
I
it's a
know,
proficiency you can take, and your character
But
doesn't have it.
we have
So,
two guys that kind of know a little bit about vehicles. Is all I'm saying.
here's my
Hey,
deal.
will my survival play into this?
Here's
I
my
mean,
deal.
I'm proficient in it.
Whoever wants to run a survival check can do so.
Orale.
Not me.
My survival's pretty good.
22.
Yeah, I can probably do it. No, all right.
Never mind. I'm chilling.
24.
You guys get there just fine.
Oh,
You guys get there just fine.
Okay, cool.
Hold
Okay.
on,
So
hold on, hold on,
what does it
hold on.
look? Paint a picture. What does it look like when we arrive?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
As
we're at
you
the
guys
bronze shrine now.
Yeah. As you guys arrive, you see this visage carved into the cliff face. It is the head of a dragon with its mouth agape, almost as if it was blowing its breath weapon at you. There's a jagged, kind of craggly little jettison area where you can kind of dock, and the waves are kind of crashing up around you. And there is a small path that goes up through some of the rocks to the mouth of this dragon that is an entrance in the front there. There is a small staircase that leads up into the actual mouth of the dragon where you see is a cave entrance. It's about 150 feet below the cliff top. If you wanted to go like from the cliffside, you guys could try to like climb down, but it is about 150-foot climb down from the cliff top, and the edges are very jagged, definitely climbable, but it would take some skill checks. There is the waves crashing around you, and yeah, I mean that's the best I got right now.
Wait, hold on. So I kind of had some conflicting visions of what we're looking at here. So the staircase goes up, and then there's still another 150-foot climb to get to the top of it.
No. Sorry, the entrance where the staircase leads to is about 150 feet from the top,
From the top.
like from the top of where the cliffs are, because it's like carved into the cliffside.
So it's down. So
Yeah,
like we're at the bottom. The
imagine like
staircase
remember that episode
Okay, I see what you're
of
saying.
Avatar where they go to the like it's in season 3, they go to the
Mhm.
air temple, it's like upside down under the cliff. It's like kind of like that.
That's
Like,
so okay. So it's just 150
It's
feet
just not upside
below the
down.
top of the cliff.
correct.
So we don't have to
Oh, so-
climb. There's an
No, you don't
entrance.
have to. Yeah.
We can just take stairs. We can
Yeah.
just take stairs.
Yeah, you guys
We
you
take
guys
stairs, but then we need to figure out how to get down.
No.
That's what you're saying.
No. Okay, stop. For one sec, we're boat, right? We hit it. There's stairs. There's an entrance. We can just go in. 150 feet above that is the top of the cliff, which we don't necessarily have to get to.
Okay.
We can just We can just
Correct.
walk in.
correct.
Okay.
But
So, alright.
he's just saying if we decide to climb the top of the cliff, it's hella skill checks.
Instead of going through the cave.
Correct.
Okay, I got you now. All right, thank you. Thank you for the clarification.
Chilling, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
All right.
Clarify our DM's
Well,
shit.
you speak
I'm just
Ronnie.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hey, you
I do
speak
speak
Yeah,
Ronnie.
Ronnie.
yeah, and honestly, like I
We were
mean,
we
yeah,
were all I feel like I heard it correct, but I
correct.
do but I do
I heard.
understand. But I
Yeah,
do get
correct.
where
Totally,
the
totally, totally.
yeah, I do
All
get
right.
it.
All right. So, are we taking the caves or are we gonna climb through? I have spider climb, so I'm not. I mean, I could
Damn.
just fucking
Oh,
climb up
look at
this thing.
fancy pants over here.
I
Mm,
got my fancy chanclas, bro.
I know.
hold on.
Bro, we see all this map right now.
Damn, what's
We see, we
up?
see, we
What's
see,
up
we
with
see it
that?
all.
What's up with those fools? With
Oh,
the
you
scaly
do?
eyes.
Damn,
Nice.
that sucks.
All right, we're going through.
No, we're going to the top, bro. We're going to the top, going down. That's what we're doing.
All right. Well, how about
okay.
this? How about this?
Well,
So,
fuck.
as
Let me
as
let me do
No,
as
something.
we
no,
get
no, no. Hey, but honestly, no, we're not, because that's way too many skill checks.
no, so no, hold up though.
Let me screen share so everyone can
We
see all the
get to
enemies.
Let me
we park
screen
the
share.
boat, right? We're now faced with here's a staircase going up. We can go into the caves, or we can just go and scale the cliff.
Hey, yo, Cell, is that
Um,
Sia in your lap? What's going on there?
This
no,
would be
that's
happy.
fucking happy.
That's
That's a
Sia,
dog.
bro. That's Sia. I saw her at Coachella.
My daughter likes Sia. You can't see it.
Yeah.
With my spider climbing sandals and with my earth passage thing, um, how difficult would it be for me to just scale the cliff and get a view of like what's up there? Would there be a bunch of skill checks involved, or am I able to do that
No, no,
fairly
you could
easily?
do that.
Okay.
It's from where you are, where you've landed to the top of the cliff. I would say it's about 200 feet. So however long it takes you to walk up 200 feet.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Um,
like
but you get to the top, and where the top of the cliff is, it's mostly just like countryside. There's no real settlements there. The it's way off the beaten path. And it looks like there is no real signs of life here. Um, how much would you like to explore?
well, I mean, strictly speaking, in terms of movement, because of my favored earth terrain and with the spider sandals that I have, it'd probably take me like you said it's about 200 feet, so I can move unhindered 30 feet every 6 seconds. So what is that, like probably a minute and a half or so that I could get up to the top of that cliff?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's mostly just
so
like a bunch of rocks here and there, because you're kind of on like a cliffside, right? So imagine that it's windy. There is a heavy cloud cover in the area. The grass is tall and uncut. It's the wilds essentially, um, with pockets of like rock formations kind of here and there. Um, Mostly just like a hillside. There's a slope to the towards the mainland. Um, yeah.
well, just getting to the edge there and how it didn't take too long, maybe I wander a little bit onto the top of the mountain over here and just kind of see if there's anything else I can see, like around here. Is it all pretty
Um,
much the same shit? Like there's not really much up here? I
yeah.
probably wander in like another, I
Give
don't
me
know,
a
a couple
perception
hundred
check.
feet. Okay. Perception. Oh, that's fucking terrible. That's a 4.
Yeah, from what you can tell, it's mostly just like I said, cliffside, countryside. It's
Okay.
uh, you don't
All
really
right.
see any like wildlife nearby, other than maybe there's some like seagulls kind of flying around. But you see kind of where they have like nests here and there. Um, Kind of giving you the idea that because they're willing to nest here, this isn't the most trafficked area.
Yeah, no, and I think that's enough. Knowing that it's going to be really hard for my companions to get up here and like just not really seeing much. I'm like, all right, probably that cave entrance is the most viable thing. So I'll probably just head back down and sort of share that info with them.
Cool.
Not much to see up top, guys. I think we're gonna have to cut straight through.
All right.
Um,
So basic formation, guys. Meaning Papos, I'm, on your shoulders. Is that what's going on?
I guess so.
Yeah, and Tybalt being probably the most, well, not probably, definitely the most perceptive. Maybe Tybalt wants to lead. And then I'll probably take up the rear, I guess.
Well, I mean, you're shorter than Palpius, right?
I'm like 6'10". I don't know how tall Papias is.
He's like over 7 feet.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm 6'6".
So what I was gonna
So,
say is like maybe you should go second because you need to be like, strong arm with that bow.
yeah, that works too. I'm fine with that.
And then
I
that way
just think
also
probably
I can see
I,
above you if I'm on top of,
I
Papias.
think the only thing I'm sort of fixated on is like Tybalt can see everything, right? So like I think he
Yeah, yeah,
probably
yeah.
wants to lead and whatever follows from there, I'm kind of open with.
How do I link
you right click on your token and click on attach.
Yeah.
and then I just click him?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and
All
then you
right,
should
so
move as
anywhere
a
he
group.
goes.
Hold
Cool.
on, hold on. Let's
Ah,
before anything happens, let's figure something out because something I was thinking about last time. I think if like whoever you're riding on, if they like are taking damage in battle, I
Mhm.
think maybe it makes sense to have you make like a dexterity saving throw or maybe a strength saving throw.
Sure.
See if you can like hold on. Um,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't plan. I get what you're saying. I don't plan to be
yeah,
on top of him during battle, though.
yeah. Okay, no, no, just because last time we kind of encountered that, and I had never thought about
Mm.
it, so I was just like, oh, maybe we should kind of find a way to figure this out. But
Well, like, okay.
Um,
Quick question though. Like, if we're talking about that, let's say I'm behind, like I'm, sitting on his shoulders.
mhm.
Would it not be like a higher
you'd have some kind of cover, right?
higher? Yeah, yeah, exactly. I have like
Yeah,
partial
you would
cover
get like
almost.
partial cover. Yeah, you would get like
Okay, so
probably
I'm not
half
taking
cover, I
like
guess.
all the
Yeah,
damage then.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And it wouldn't even be I'm talking about like let's say you were riding on your little Ebrath thing in the back,
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah, yeah. The toddler shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, like
The
and
Bjorn, baby Bjorn.
whoever you're
Mm.
riding, yeah, is like gets hit with something, like they would obviously be physically jolted, which should have an impact on you. So I think maybe we just have you roll
A
like
check. Yeah, a
a
check
check,
to like.
yeah,
Okay.
just our save or whatever.
Mm.
Also, Ronnie, I should have
That's a
mentioned
good
this
idea.
earlier, and I apologize, but I'm looking. Look, I just remembered I have a spyglass.
Okay.
So probably at the top of the cliff when I was up there, if you'll allow it, I would have probably looked around a little in my spyglass. And now that we're leading into this cave, I'd probably look in there too, just to see like if there's any signs of danger or like since I'm normally like looking for tracks, right? I'm looking for like footprints. If there's anything I can see in that regard with my spyglass.
Um, what did the spy glass give you? Any sort of like bonuses or
All
like
it says
advantage on
is
anything?
objects viewed through a spyglass are magnified to twice their size. So I kind of interpret that as like maybe when I'm looking through it, I have twice the vision. I don't know. That's
Mm,
up to you how you interpret it. But it does say, what is this? 1,000. Oh, that's cost. Yeah, no. So it's just twice, twice my vision, I guess. Things look twice as big
okay. Um,
because I stole that from somewhere. I forgot where.
yeah. Yeah, with the perception roll of 4, I would say no. I mean, the answer is going to be
Okay.
the same.
Well, what about, so that was like at the top. What about now if I'm looking into the cave?
Um, give me a perception check.
All right. That's fair. It's way better. It's a dirty 20.
From the dirty 20, from where you guys are at, here you're at the bottom now with the rest of the group, correct?
Yeah, I'm looking into the cave.
Yeah, it like I said, you see the stone figure of like a large head of a dragon with its mouth open, and you see
That's
that
inside.
that's what you see on the outside,
Okay.
and you
That's like the
see
mouth of the cave, the opening or whatever.
correct, yeah,
Yeah.
and you see that
Oh, so we're like walking into the mouth of the cave, basically.
basically,
Right.
yeah,
Okay, cool.
and you see that there is it leads into like a long tunnel, but you do see that there is like light shimmering on the walls, and you get a sense that someone's home.
Someone's home, guys. Be
All right,
alert.
well, okay. Well, I think
Oh
we're
shit,
ready to go.
Sherlock.
No, we're ready to go. Let's pitch it. Tibble, are you
Let's go.
cool leading? Just because you're better at this type of thing?
Let's go before Leroy
Um,
Jenkins this shit, dude.
Hold on.
I can
are
lead.
we
Hold
are
on.
we trying?
Hold on.
Are,
Let Tibble talk.
In the meantime, while Vox was doing his thing, I would have brought up my detect magic
Mhm.
to help me out in
Sure.
scoping things.
Okay. Let's give yourself a 30-foot radius for that. Do you know how to do that on Albert?
Giving me a radius?
Yeah, because what's the range on detect magic?
Oh yeah, it's 30 feet.
Yeah.
I don't
Uh,
know how I would give myself a radius.
you can do it with the draw tool. Do circles. And then turn down the fiddle.
I can do something that just stays on me.
Yeah, check this out.
Oh, cool.
30 feet. And then cool. Then whenever you move, it should move with you.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Nope.
Yeah, you just attach it just like Ebroth does. You just do a draw a little circle thing. Okay, cool. As you guys make your way up the set of
sorry,
stairs.
I wanted to do one more thing. I want to use Hunter's Bane. I don't think that's the official one. I want to detect whether there are any phase fiends undeads in the area. I'll use the spell slot for that. And it gives me it's a mile I think it's a mile, or I don't remember what the exact measurement is. To see if there are any in that in our area right now.
Bay fiends are undead.
Yeah, hold on, I'm trying to find it. My bad. It is it's a blood hunter thing. It's just these. I just sworn it was more than that, but yeah, phase fiends or undeads. Just
Cool.
call it that for the sake of progression
Yeah.
here.
Being that you are of magical composition yourself, Genasi being very tapped into the ether of the Faerun, um, you are able to tap into that magic from time to time to use the skill and reach out into the threads of the universe to kind of pluck out information. And as you do so, you get a
Sorry, hold
feeling.
on. Here's the official. It's primeval awareness. It's aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead present within 1 mile.
Okay. Yeah, you are able to reach out into the void essentially and uh, try to hone in on that type of energy. And as you do so, you get a overwhelming sense of um, fear that kind of comes over you, and it almost makes like your skin crawl, even though you don't have normal skin. It'd be that same like goosebumps on the back of your neck kind of sensation. Maybe the feeling of like ants scurrying across your, the nape of your neck, almost like a tickle, with an overwhelming sense of dread assigned to it. You feel, you very much feel the presence of a dragon as well as a fiend.
I do the Joe Rogan, like when there's a knockout, he's like, ah. Not quite that dramatic, but I'm like, oh shit, and then I'll share that with obviously my group here. And I will say there's a dragon, and you said a fae?
Fiend.
Fiend. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll share
The
that. There's a dragon and a fiend in the area, guys. We need
and
to
I'll
be
say
careful
that
here.
the fiend gives you uh just like a bone chilling feeling, like a it's something that's not of this plane, I would say.
Okay.
Ooh,
Feels very
feels like abyssal or some shit.
I mean that's a very specific word to ask about. But it's yeah, not something that
It feels otherworldly,
It's
like not a.
exactly.
It feels like
Yeah.
Exactly.
from another plane.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Almost, you've definitely dealt with phase in the past. You would have dealt with people from like the what's the shadow world called the shadow fit or shadow wilds, I forget. Anyway,
The shadow fell.
Shadowfell, yeah. You know that there are other planes that exist and have encountered creatures of those planes, and this one feels uh unholy almost.
Okay. I will share that. Um, and as I do, should we are we going to try to stealth in, or are we just going to try to talk to these guys? There's clearly something here.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I was expecting a fight. I think we got to go in knowing,
Yep.
knowing shit's
But,
going down.
but would it be better if we get a surprise on them, or we get a hop, like a jump on them?
Uh, sure, if we can, but we also
All
don't
right,
have the stealthiest members of our party here.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace.
Let's do it.
What's the range on that?
I want to say 30 feet. Hold on, I have to go to a different screen. Pass Without Trace. 30 feet.
So that means
So
you should
each
be
each creature
moving
that I
yourself.
choose within, all it says is a veil of shadows, blah blah blah. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you has a plus 10 and can't be tracked.
So you got to make sure you move yourself right behind Tybalt then to make it
Yeah,
effective.
so I've seen different rulings on this, and it really kind of depends on how you want to do it, Ronnie. Is it like from the moment of casting that now they all have it, or is it an aura where they need to stay within a certain range of me?
I think they need to stay within a certain range of you.
Okay, that's fair. So then
That's how
I'll
I've
make
always
sure
understood
that,
it.
Yeah,
all right,
same.
then I'll make sure that like the whole time, you know, I'm staying within 30 feet of Tybalt and that they're staying within 30 feet of me from the rear.
All
Okay.
right. Okay.
So however that movement works out.
If you want to just like set yourself in the middle or something.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because everyone's kind of moving, but just like
Well,
I
you guys
said,
are kind of yeah.
yeah, everyone's staying within 30 feet of me, I'd assume.
Okay, so it says here a veil of shadows and silence radiate from you, masking
Hmm.
you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a plus 10 to dexterity. So within 30 feet, I mean, I don't, I think they would have to be within 30 feet of you.
I mean, I mean, I'm just talking about like there's legit like a fucking quest in like WoW that is the same shit. Like
No, I
you're
know. It
following
just
through.
I've seen different DMs in D&D that are like it's from the moment of casting and then
Yeah,
like everybody has it, or it's
right.
an aura that you need to stay within that area.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So
Like that, the actual so like the actual language states from the moment. Like it kind of makes sense if you think about it, like moment of
Yeah. So
casting.
anyway, they
But
have to be within 30
in
feet of
yeah,
you.
yeah,
yeah, that's cool.
proximity
However Ronnie rules it, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
try to argue it. I'm just saying, all right, so it's an
In
aura. So like
practice, it
I
Okay.
makes the
said,
most
Okay.
sense.
everyone's
Wait.
kind
You
of
guys, let's stop. Hold on. Wait.
Like AOE.
Okay. Never mind. Where are you putting yourself, Papos? Right
I'm
there?
putting. I'm right there.
Okay. As you guys are, God damn it, man. Um,
Hell yeah.
Well, everybody was moving. I was just trying to keep within the aura.
as okay, how about this?
How about what,
we
bro?
fucked it all up. Let's rewind. Let's go
Yeah,
back.
you guys fucked it all up. You guys fucked
No,
it all up.
no.
I'm trying to figure out
He's
how
mad.
to.
No.
No,
He's
no,
just upset that we saw.
no. That's not it. I'm just trying to
Okay.
rule how something should happen on the map.
Okay.
Because there is a tripwire at the top of the stairs. Palpius is running straight ahead and has already gone forward.
But
However, Tybalt
Tybalt has the most
Sybil is
perception.
leading.
He's
exactly.
leading.
This is why
Yeah.
this is where
Yeah.
my frustration comes
Got
from.
it.
Because Tybalt would have seen this, but Palpius
Right.
clearly
Oh,
ran
he was
straight
moving.
through.
Yeah, he was moving the icon. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I was trying to stop you guys before you guys
Hmm.
got there, and you guys kept talking. So this is on you guys.
Well, yeah,
God
It's
damn
on
it.
you, bro.
it's you guys. Well,
You
here says
guys,
this way,
you're
here says
moving the
this way.
fucking. But you're
So-
I
moving the
was just
shit.
following
So
Tybalt.
Tybalt.
Oh
But
no.
see that's what happens
Yeah.
when we just get out of turn and just fucking move around.
Yes,
I
thank you,
get it.
Dave.
I
Thank you, Dave.
understand the
God
frustration.
damn it.
Tybalt, you would have seen this tripwire as you're walking up. However, as you are taking notice of it, you also see Palpius
Barreling through.
running. He's excited.
Fuck.
Give me a dexterity save, I guess.
Can I help
to
him?
see how well you would have been able to kind of give Palpius a sign and maybe stop him.
Can I help him?
How would you help him?
I would have twisted his ear to pull him back.
I don't think so, because what's your passive perception?
Low, but I'm just saying, like, I could.
You would have had to have noticed it in order to help.
I mean, could I have noticed like his? Could I have noticed Tybalt's reaction? Not necessarily the tripwire, but could I have like as we're barreling down, noticed Tybalt being like, hey, like in silent mode.
Possibly. Damn it! How do I do this?
It's at your discretion. I mean, it's an easy no if it's not what it is.
No,
I just feel like I would have caught.
I'm not opposed to that. I'm just trying to figure out how to make it make sense.
I would have tried to rein him. That's all I would have done. As I would have tried to fucking yank his ear back and like, as I see Tybalt sign or whatever to be like, hey, relax.
What is your?
But you could just add my shitty perception to Tybalt's
What
roll or
is your
something
perception?
like that.
May I
Your
suggest?
perception- Go
May I
ahead.
Perception's
suggest-
fine. My perception's fine.
May I suggest Tybalt has his passive perception because that's probably what would be into effect as he's wandering through.
Right.
Ebrath would probably have a perception check as well, but maybe at disadvantage
You know what? Hold on.
because
I gotta
he's trying
figure
to
it out.
notice. He's trying to notice what Tybalt's doing, right? But he's kind of like behind Palpius that's like excited and like maybe doesn't notice it all that well. That's for me. That's the way I would do it.
Give me. I got it. I got to figure it out.
All right.
Because you have detect magic up, Tybalt. As soon as you would have come within 30 feet of it, you would have known that this is a magical trap. And it has magical aura to it. right?
Yes.
And so you would have been able to
Oh yeah.
make the attempt to, get Palpius, which will still do a check.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I'm going to give Palpius 30 feet of movement to figure out what he's doing with it.
Had I the moment I would have seen it, I would have, and I saw Papias moving ahead of me, I would have just pinned him to the wall.
Oh, you would
Okay.
have forcefully moved him?
Bro, Tibble don't
Yes,
fuck
like,
around.
They pushed him off,
Damn. Hey, my boy.
pushed him into the wall to like stop him. He's like he's moving ahead of me to get out of reach.
Right.
So I'm gonna like shove him into the wall to sort of like stop him in his tracks.
Ooh, okay.
I like
Yeah.
this.
So in that case, can I assist Tybalt with that roll by yanking
Yeah, and it's still
his ear?
depending on his role to see how well he's able to kind of, because it is happening at the same time. Like
Right.
as he's noticing it, Palpius is like, "Let's go,"
Yeah. He's going
and
crazy.
we're trying to figure out how fast he can react to
Mm.
do what
So
he's trying to do.
So it's still a
Yeah,
dex
I
saving throw.
still want to roll it, but let's go ahead and roll your dex saving throw or
Okay.
save, and then we will add Abrath's perception,
Perception. Okay.
because you're
Okay.
trying to see how well you see his movement to like.
Correct. Yeah. So add a 4 to it.
That's totally fair, dude. That was a good outcome.
Kudos, bro.
Yeah.
All right, 11 plus 4, 15.
15.
Versus what Papas's roll, I guess.
No, not even Pop's roll. Let's see. His passive perception is 11.
Okay.
Yeah, he would be able to. He would see Tybalt put it out his hand, and then like.
And then I
Tybalt,
would just yank his fucking ear and be like, "Hey, bitch, fucking
Yeah.
stop!"
Yeah.
I
Yahweh.
Sorry, yeah, Brad.
I point at the what seems to be an invisible like spot in the ground, but as you notice it a little bit more closely, you see the glimmer of what appears to be a really fine thread just across the floor.
Yeah, and as you inspect further, Tybalt, or granted, you guys see it. You guys continue the next 30 feet to get up to it.
Yeah.
And it would just to paint you a picture, it's at like the very top of the set of stairs.
Yeah.
As you get closer to inspect it, Tybalt, you're able to make out that it is a tripwire set about 3 inches off the ground, and extended across the doorway at the top of the stairs that leads to the next area of the cave. As you look above you, you see that there is a iron pot full of some molten liquid that is being heated magically. And it hangs above the door and and is basically set up to overturn on you if you miss the tripwire and trigger it.
Yeah.
However, the trap is still active. So you guys can try to step over it, or you guys can try to disable it. Whatever you guys want to do.
It's a step over it for now because we don't know if it will also alert them if we're able to disarm it.
Good point. Yeah.
How big is the pot?
Pretty big.
Like big.
Like think of like the witch's brew fucking pot.
So are we talking like enough to pour down on the whole like staircase area,
Possibly,
like the width?
yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
All right. Then give me stealth checks and let's get moving. Also, what's up with the background music? Can we get some like pensive
Yeah, yo, we haven't had music like at all
exploration?
today.
Not at all.
Yeah.
We've had
Well,
zero music.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
my connection's been
that's all
crap.
good. Somebody else can do it.
No, I can do it. I can do it.
Yeah.
What the fuck? SyncTube, right?
It should be in
Yeah.
the Discord, right?
Yeah.
You should just pin it.
No,
Is it pinned?
I have it. I have it. It's fine.
You have to create a
Yeah, a
what's it called?
playlist.
A room every time.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to do a playlist.
Got it.
So what kind of ambiance are we looking
Let's
at?
get some like pensive exploration cave fucking dungeon music.
That's a lot of adjectives, bro.
I'm trying to give you
I don't
descriptors. Okay.
I don't know if you've ever been on YouTube, but that's not
Just put it in.
all right. Pensive what?
I don't know.
Just type in Haktua.
No, what the fuck?
Have you heard the
Pensive what?
Octua
Like
Ramstein
pensive,
remix?
just like something pensive, like something that's like kind of like
Pensive D&D ambience.
yeah. There you go.
Ambiance.
Yeah.
You're not in charge, Dave. Relax.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying.
I know you are.
You're
Just
welcome to
fucking
suggest. Everyone's
reel it
Do
in.
you see how
Reel it
hard
in.
I'm
suggest.
trying with my body
Yo,
language?
yeah. Hey, you can. So once I start it, you can add to the playlist.
I know, but the problem is that we can't use any copyrighted music while Ronnie's
It doesn't
streaming.
matter. Nobody watches this.
Oh, this is
I know,
perfect.
but
Holy
they
shit.
still cancel it, don't they? If you use
Yo.
copyrighted music.
No, it's just not published.
This shit is perfect.
Okay.
Post it.
We just wouldn't be able to make money off of it, Dave. That's all. It's still posted.
Oh, I thought they didn't
All
let
right,
you post it at
so
all.
I'm gonna put it in the chats so everybody has it.
I always
ahead.
consider that because I have
Yo.
like
Yo,
have a
this
whole
shit.
D&D playlist. But
Yo, this shit goes pretty hard though.
Sure, bitch.
I
It's
already
already
did.
in the chat.
Oh, I
The
didn't
Zoom
click on
chat.
the link.
The fuck?
wait,
Me-
where is it in the Zoom chat?
Zoom chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is perfect.
Oh,
for
perfect.
what-
Yeah, good job.
Yeah,
Good job.
right?
Good job. Good job.
Right?
Good job. Good job.
Honestly, I like the praise, but it wasn't hard. I just put
No,
ambient.
yeah, hey, that works.
Good.
All right, cool. As you guys are able to step over the tripwire, again, give me stealth checks for everybody, please.
Okay, so we get a plus 10, right?
Correct.
Plus 10.
Okay.
All right.
17 for me.
18 here.
Cool.
So I got a
29.
15 without the plus 10.
Oh yeah, you guys are golden.
25.
As you make your way up to the top of the staircase, you guys start to hear the sounds of several people talking. Tybalt, I imagine you're like pressing your back up against the wall, like peeking around the corner, kind of. You're able to see that there are 5 hooded figures that are sitting around a table. Looks like they're almost like playing like a card game or something, kind of talking amongst themselves, talking in hushed tones, but very casual with each other. What do you guys do?
What are they saying?
I mean, yeah. What do you guys do? You want to fuck them up?
Yes.
Okay, so then I would say.
Do we hear any conversation coming from them?
Give me a perception check.
I mean, I'd be listening
Everybody?
to.
We'll add Box's perception bonus to yours.
Jesus Christ, it's like 80.
I own plus 2.
So
15.
16.
With the plus 2?
Yeah.
16
No.
with the plus
All right.
10.
Yeah, with the 16, that's fine.
17
They're,
with the
they're
plus
not
2.
very they're not very far from you. You'd be able to pick up that they and they are talking hushed. They or is it like I said, it's very casual conversation. You don't you kind of pick up a sense that they're just passing time. As they kind of talk amongst themselves. Here and there they might say, oh, like can't wait till the shift is over, so boring, like don't do anything anymore, it's hard to get through a full day,
Right.
and just kind of playing
Normal
cards to
shit.
kind of pass some time.
How tall are the how far up is the ceiling from like where we're at right now? Like we're at the top of the staircase, right?
I knew
So
you were going to
how
ask.
all
The
right.
ceilings are 30 feet high.
Okay. So I'm going to the very top of the ceiling with my spider climb. Actually maybe not to the very top, just to kind of keep everybody with the stealth with the pass without trace. I'm gonna make sure everybody still has that. I'm going up the wall like 15 feet. So I guess I'll set that. elevation.
I think I disabled that.
Oh, you did. Okay. So I'm like 15 feet up the wall, probably.
I'll just put it on your token.
Okay.
Words.
Yeah, that works. All right. So nothing meaningful there. Um, all right. I'll kind of whisper. Should we initiate with, I can cast web, try to get them all stuck where they're at if we're just going to go in and slaughter. But this is the shrine of the golden dragon, right? Of I forgot her name. It's
Bronze dragon, the claws from the coast.
yeah,
The claws of the coast.
Vontalokstras or some shit like that. It's a
Yeah.
long ass name.
Yellow Ganisa.
Do we want to go in guns blazing? Because I feel like maybe
Wait,
we
hold
don't
on,
need
hold on,
to.
hold on. Ronnie, can I see if do I have eye line now on these people?
I don't know. Do you see it on your Albert?
I'm outside taking a piss, so no.
I would say no.
Well,
Can
once
I?
once they step over the trap, you probably have like pretty good
Yeah, that's right,
eyesight on
right?
them, right?
Yeah. Well,
That's
like once you
true.
guys are into the room, you guys would have full eyesight.
Right, yeah. So we're over the trap now at this point.
But you guys are still
Yeah,
like
so
at the threshold of the room, is my
I think
point. You guys haven't entered fully.
Got it. Okay.
okay.
And there is a wall
So
that's kind of blocking eyesight to the left, but once you
so
get
Yeah,
then
it's like a
the
foot in front of
staircase.
you. Yeah.
okay. So I would say like I would try and coax um Papos to be like, hey, I need a clear look on these fools and see if he can move forward a little bit.
All right.
Just because I want to look at them and see if do I see like actual bronze dragon regalia, like shit that I would know that is like on the up and up for being in the shrine, or is this like, do I know that this is like they should not be here?
Give me a perception check.
Not
What if
history,
I just
bro.
move like right here?
No, because you're trying to see what you see.
Hmm.
You
Okay.
can't remember what you can't see.
Okay. Good point. Good point. Nat 20 for a
Perfect.
24.
Yeah. If you zoom in on the fucking cultists, they look sick as fuck. They are
Scaly eye cultists.
robed figures who are have hoods over their chest or over their head, and their face is covered by a veil. That veil has a blue eye at the center of it with gold, with bronze streams kind of like streaking out of it like sun rays.
Okay.
They have a like pendant that they wear at the front of their hood that is triangular and has the visage of a dragon curled up inside of it, and there is dragon kind of imagery kind of throughout their
Oh,
like
got it.
filigrees of their clothes and their accents
So
and things like that.
so I realized they're not. So from that, do I see that they're not bronze dragon worshippers?
I mean, you would gather that they might be, yeah. It looks very much like they're decked out in like dragon themed regalia.
Hmm. But so
What if
I have no way to make the distinction.
No, no.
Hmm.
what if we send in one person to try to be diplomatic and the rest of us sort of stage an ambush in case shit goes wrong? What do you guys
Because we
think?
because we can't be seen.
I mean, the rest of us would be hidden, right? But like if we have one person that goes in and is like trying to be diplomatic and be like, we're here to help, I don't know how effective that's going to be. I mean,
Okay.
it doesn't, it seems like they're pretty adverse to anything at this point, being beaten down and like whatever, but I don't know. It's just a thought.
Okay.
Because, yeah, like my notes on the
mm,
dragon cult are basically like they're kind of the downtrodden, like they've been beaten up. They, are just, I won't say displaced, but they were like, they've gotten fucked up by the cult a lot and by like different whatever. So they're probably very defensive, right?
Right.
But that's not to say that we can't potentially be diplomatic with them. I'm just saying it's another option aside from just going in guns blazing and murdering everybody. It might be worth a shot.
Did the bronze dragon have a name? No.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's Comalento. It's something. I'll find it. Give me 1 second. It's yeah, so it's a scaly eye fleet, Lumarontos.
Lumaron.
Lumarontos is the bronze dragon.
Okay. And
And
then the
and
deity
scaly eye
was.
cultist makes all the more sense because that was like the like the following of her of Lumarontos. She's the claws of the coast. So like we kind of have a little bit of intel, but they're going to be very defensive because they've been like attacked and they've been kind of
Mhm.
beaten down. We already know that they're, sort of in hiding almost. But
Okay.
Lumarontos is the dragon.
I'll Tybalt tells the others to be prepared for anything, and he'll take a step out into the open.
Okay. As he does, I'm probably gonna stay pretty much where I'm at on the wall, about 15 feet up, like I said, but I have my bow drawn,
Okay.
just sort of hiding. I'm like mostly covered, but in case anything goes down, I have my bow drawn. And if there's any sign of aggression, I'm gonna shoot.
Um, as Tybalt's stepping out, he's going to use thaumaturgy to make his eyes look like dragon eyes.
Nice.
Okay.
Good call.
So being that you step out, and that you are so stealthy, they don't necessarily pick up on your presence right away. Would you like to approach? Or are you making noise to kind of present yourself? Also, what
Um,
about Ebrath and Palpis? What are you guys doing? Are you guys with Tybalt, or are you guys hanging back?
Well, I'm hanging back right here, right where the wall kind of where I'm at, just enough to where I could, run out in case shit hits the fan.
can I also add, sorry, before Tybalt steps out, I'll say they're probably afraid of gnawbones. See if you can use that.
Mm-hmm.
Because we
So
have an indication that gnawbones will outpower Luminantos. I don't remember who told us that, but it's in my notes.
I was in our research.
Yeah. Okay. And like I have a whole thing on Luminantos if you need any more ammo. Um, she was a bronze dragon. She's not what she once was. She's afflicted by something and in pain. She was chained down and used for magical experiments. Ton Sos was the mother. I think that was Lumerontos's mother. Ton Sos grew unable to leave her lair, and she would eat Lumerontos repeatedly. And then finally, Lumerontos 200 years later was able to escape. So if there's anything of that you can use. Once Lumerontos went missing, there was trouble throughout the area with undead and the cultists, like the different cults, right?
Man, I need to
Um,
make you motherfuckers roll history checks next time.
hey man, I have all this in my notes. I'm just sharing everything I know. Hey,
I
I'm
know. I'm
sorry for
kidding. I'm
taking good
kidding. I'm
notes,
kidding. I'm
Ronnie.
kidding. I'm
I'm
kidding.
sorry for taking good notes.
Hey, well, I'm sorry for giving you the information to take the fucking notes. Okay.
Anyway, I feed all of that to Tybalt, just being like, if there's anything you could use
I
throughout your
imagine
dialogue,
I
like
imagine
use it.
Tybalt is like prepping himself and just being like, all right, cool, we're just gonna go in there, we're gonna be cool, we're gonna be courteous, and then you're just like, hey, and by the way, before you go,
Yeah,
and then he's like,
absolutely.
okay, cool, thanks. And he's like,
Yeah,
so you're like, psst, don't forget this,
yeah,
and like
yeah. By the
don't forget
way,
all the excruciating pain they've been through.
exactly. but it's all meaningful.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'll have thaumaturgy to both color my eyes like the dragon's eye and also make my voice 3 times as loud.
Okay.
And I'll step right here to where I'm right behind one of the guys and just yell out, "How can you play at a time like this?
Um,
Umarontos is injured."
the cultists will jump at the sound and sight of Tybalt as they are totally not paying attention, and just he's able to sneak up with pass without trace and just get real close. A couple of them drop their cards and the cards go across the table, and maybe the two in the back kind of like reach for their like weapons, but don't pull it out yet, and they're just like, what the fuck is going on? And they, as they like take in the words that you're saying, they're definitely caught off guard. And immediately one of the closer ones will approach you, Tybalt, and put a hand on your chest as he raises a finger to his mouth and says, "Shh, you must be quiet here."
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, that's weird.
Tell me what's going on.
And he says, as they kind of compose themselves, they say, how do you know about Mother Worm? No outsiders have been here in ages.
And we'll pull up his sleeve and show the tattoo and
Ooh.
say,
Oh, fuck yeah.
Mark.
I was.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you inspiration. No, I'm kidding.
I think he already has it.
I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
And say, I was chosen.
And he will take a look at your tattoo, and you'll see like two of them kind of like come over and like look at it, and they kind of look at themselves, like look at each other. Their face is hidden by that veil. As they will say, look at you, and they'll say, who sent you?
Who I was sent by is not of your concern.
And they say, how did you find the entrance to the cave? This is a well hidden place. Only very few people know of its presence.
All was given through me through visions. I was meant to know its location and I was meant to be here.
Give me a persuasion check.
Hell yeah. It's
All right.
all on you, buddy.
It would have been nice to have somebody with a high charisma.
Persuasion.
Yeah, right? Like a warlock or somebody, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, he doesn't even get advantage for the tattoo though, Ronnie.
Um. Okay.
Advantage. All right, I'll take it. That is an 11.
Oh man.
Hmm. Vale, noche.
Hmm. Okay. They will. The first one will draw a dagger
Mhm.
and say, "This is not a place to kid around, and we take we take this very seriously. This is
The
a
only
very
one
troubling
kidding,
time. Again, who sent you?"
the only one kidding here is you thinking you're gonna take me down with that dagger.
He says, "If you are friends, say so. Otherwise, we will remove you."
I have given no indication that I'm a foe other than you drawing your dagger at me.
What is your purpose for being here?
We are here to aid Lumerontos and reestablish her power as defender of the area.
And how do you plan on doing that? Her condition is very perplexing. not one that any of our members could rid her of. Why do you have confidence that you'd be able to do what nobody else has been able to do thus far?
What I said wasn't a lie. I was chosen. I did have visions that led me to this place. Is that not enough proof for you?
He says, you must take this up with the commander on deck. Speak with him, and if he allows you passage, you may move freely. And I'll say that these two kind of go and like block the pathway here. And
God damn it.
he will say, please pass through this hall quietly and speak with Coral. He is the commander on deck.
I tell them I do not come alone. You will not be harmed if you don't raise your dagger against us.
And he says, be respectful of this place, for it is a holy shrine. As long as you do that, you will not be harmed yourselves.
That I can keep.
And he'll kind of point you down the hallway here. As you look around, Tybalt, you kind of see that this is a stone building. Like I said, the ceilings go up about 30 feet. The floors are made from ornate brass panels, along with some fine cut stonework. The whole area is lit by torches and like hanging lanterns, um, with the brightness of the lights illuminating off the bronze floor tiles. It almost gives it like a shimmer on the walls as you walk through, as you see that the cultists are wearing very ornately fancy kind of regalia. It's very sort of looking for like ritual, like very like, I don't know, like something you'd see like in a holy church or something, you know.
Mhm.
Kind of trying to just show the utmost like respect and honoring the bronze dragon with the symbol of its eye on their face veil, and multiple iconographies of like dragons and things like that. You know, claws here, like on a pin, and the pendant that they wear with the dragon on it. As you look down this hallway, you see that it is a long hallway with the bronze tiling going all the way through. There are some like carved into the sides of the hallway. Above the hallway entrance, you see that there is some words above the hallway entry, and it reads "Silence for the fallen heroes." And the cultist here is urging you to go down this hallway and speak with Coral.
Okay. I'll motion to the rest and point them in that direction and start walking that way.
I will jump down off of the wall and start inching my way. Uh, but before I do, I put my bow away.
Okay.
I want to make sure it's not threatening. I want to make sure I'm not threatening in any way. So I put my bow back and I'm walking down, but like, oh, I don't know what the circle is. Sorry. Um, I'm walking like kind of as far away from them as I can.
Yeah, I get you.
But I'm walking with Tybalt, like just a little bit behind Tybalt, probably.
Yep. Yeah, and you guys are they kind of they are all facing you, but not imposing any sort of threat to you, and are allowing you full passage down the hallway.
As we, what's up, puppies?
I said, all right. I'll just walk
All
behind
right.
Vox, but I'll stare at them, making sure they don't.
Doing the whole.
Hey,
I tell
not
you
to
guys
intimidate them,
they're
but just looking and make sure there's
Yeah. Also, another
nothing.
another thing, Tybalt, is because you have your detect magic up, you as you pass by them, you realize that the flames that are keeping the shrine lit are magical in nature.
hmm, okay. Yeah, I'll tell the group uh, they're not hostile, but for now they're not friendly either. We have to be granted safe passage. If we don't, then we'll have to fight our way through.
I look forward to that.
Okay, and you guys are you guys have your full movement.
Okay.
Oh shit, no. We might still figure.
It's fair.
Big body Tybalt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. As you guys get about here,
Yeah.
I'm just going to stop you just to give you a little bit of a picture of what you're looking at here. Straight ahead, this leads into what appears to be like a staff room. You can see that there are several like cots kind of placed along the edge of the walls with two tables here. You see that there are four more scaly-eyed cultists sitting around this table having a meal of sorts. There is a large pot burning or boiling over like a campfire in the center there where they're kind of essentially making their dinner for the evening. They're sitting around a table very casually. And there is a hallway that goes up to the north here.
Okay. As we pass through the hallway, is there anything of note in that direction?
Yeah, you
That we
see
can
a
see?
giant statue of a dragon-like figure surrounded by a mountain of gold and gems and magical items just laying about in the center of this room.
Oh shit.
As you stop to take notice, the
Hmm.
cult members will speak up and they'll say, can we help you?
And Tybalt will call out and say, I believe it is us who can help you.
And he'll urge you forward and say, please come forward. You must be quiet. And he'll say, my name is Coral. I am in charge here. Who sent you?
It was Lumarantos herself
And he
that sent
says,
us.
how do you know the mother worm's real name? That is not a very well known fact.
And I pull my sleeve back again and show him the mark and say, I've seen visions. I've heard her pleas for help. I'm here to answer that call and restore her to her glory and make her great again.
Mhm. He'll say, she's been plagued by something far beyond the physical. almost as if her dreams are eating her up from the inside out. She hasn't gone to hunt in months, and as day by day goes by, she grows weaker by the moment. I do believe that you are here on benevolent means, but I'm wary to grant access to the mother worm.
Thank you.
You are wise to be wary of granting a stranger access, but I assure you, we mean no harm in a. I'll show him my amulet
Mhm.
and say, I I follow many gods. I'm but a vessel here to help in the matters of the divine.
And he'll say, we do not follow the gods of men. We follow the gods of the dragons. And he says, are
I'll,
you, huh?
I say almost interruptingly, we are here to help against Gnawbones.
And Coral will kind of look in your direction, and he will take notice that you said that. And he'll say, our gods are the gods of the dragons. Do you serve them as well?
He's looking at Vox, or who is he looking
At
at?
Tybalt, sorry.
Oh, okay, okay. Um, and Tybalt says, I serve those who would be protectors of the innocent.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh yeah.
Kill it.
Would anybody like to help?
No.
I give myself
I
guidance.
I would. I mean,
What would you do to
again,
help?
I'm trying to stress the fact that we're here to protect the Sword Coast, and we need Lumarontos to
Correct.
help us with that. And in order to help her, we are equally here to fight Gnawbones because we
Okay.
know that Gnawbones has a negative impact, I guess.
Okay. Can I help trying to use my history though instead of my persuasion?
Only one person can help.
Okay, never mind.
Um,
Go ahead.
I'm not great at it, so
well,
I'm
let's
adding very little here.
you said what you said, so let's add that to
Okay.
that.
Okay, so it's a +1
Okay.
Okay.
for persuasion, or what are you calling that?
Yeah, I
Persuasion.
would say persuasion because you're trying to,
Okay, so plus
persuade
one,
him.
+1 for persuasion.
Okay. Uh 13 plus 1, 16 plus the D4, 19.
Okay. Um, Coral will uh
Coral?
Coral. That's literally what I thought when I gave you that name. He will uh look over to you, Vox, and he will say, the security of the Sword Coast was one of Mother Worm's largest priorities in her duty to the coast. She took the protection of those who needed hers very seriously.
And Coral, this is why we're here. We know that she is paramount to what we're trying to achieve, and I think we have a mutual goal in mind.
And
And with her help, we can
he'll
do this.
say, you mention Gnawbones. And he says, what exactly is your intention with helping the great Mother Worm?
Our intention is to defeat Gnawbones, in addition to several other threats to the Sword Coast. But without Lumerontos here to help and to help overpower Gnawbones, we don't stand a great chance. We need her help.
I agree. I've seen the elements of the Sword Coast move for some time. And there's no way we can face an elder like Gnawbones without her help.
We have knowledge of 2 cults in the area. We suspect only one here may be involved with the dragon lords. But ultimately, we are trying to protect the Sword Coast by whatever means necessary. And we feel that that's a common interest with Lumanontos. We feel that she also that's one of her top priorities, or at least it was in the past. We know that she wants to protect the people here. And defeating Gnawbones is paramount to achieving that goal. We're here to help, and we're here for her to help us as well.
And he'll look to you and say, we've heard rumors of these cults that have been ravaging the Sword Coast. And we know that Mother Worm would do what she felt necessary to protect the people of her protection, her area, territory, sorry. She would align with these ideals. You may return down the hall quietly and go into the main hall, and you'll find a set of stairs there. Another member will guide you up.
Thank you for your understanding and for seeing eye to eye with us.
He says, my eye's a little bit scaly, but I do see yours.
What would we tell those that ask us for proof of safe passage?
He says, no need to worry about that. All is set in motion. You may go.
So is it like telepathy or
And he says, I wish you the best of luck in attempting to cure Mother Worm of this malady that has been plaguing her.
Okay.
What can you tell us? What can you tell us about this illness?
He'll say, Mother Worm began spending more and more time in her chambers, having less and less interest in going out to patrol and to hunt. Over time, she was fixated on looking out to sea. She began murmuring about visions she was having her compatriots dying before her, and a dark terror taking over the world. This has been driving her to extreme stress and anxiety. She's not sleeping through the night. She tosses and turns and lashes out, um, almost as if she's in physical pain. But any attempts to um, help her are met with her full wrath, as she is not willing to cooperate with anybody here. She has good days and she has bad days, and every day it's a risk to try to get her just to get up and eat. Our food supplies have been running low lately, as the donations we normally receive from the locals haven't been coming in, and she is becoming worse and worse by the passing minute.
Well, we hope to correct that and bring balance back to the Sword Coast.
Is this a matter of a shortage of supplies, meaning you're short on funding, or is this just the supplies aren't making it here?
So the supplies aren't making it here. We typically receive a donation from some of the local farmers, but it's been about 2 weeks since the last shipment arrived. Um, we've had to what's the fucking word I'm looking for? You like set pieces aside to like have it for later. They've had to like ration out, sorry,
Their food and
their
stuff.
food, and the less she eats, the more the chaos seems to take over her. And
Okay. Well, this isn't the first we've heard of this problem, but perhaps we can help. We've been working our way up the coast. If if you'll allow it, we'll speak with her.
he says, I must warn you, it's hard to know what sort of temperament she will have, as it changes seemingly at a whim. But I wish you the best of luck. And then he says, if worse comes to worse, I advise you not to take her power lightly.
It's all right. We have a barbarian on our team.
um, yeah, and I have some random jerky in my bag. I have 4 rations of jerky. I'll leave it with them just because I feel like they probably need it.
Mm. They will receive it very happily, and be very thankful to you.
Okay. Uh, well, thank you for your advice and for the input. I will speak with her now, if that's okay.
You may take your leave.
Let's do it.
All right.
Lu rom tos, Lu rom tos.
And then as you are chanting that, he'll look at you and go,
All right. Well, we'll make our way over there.
okay.
What's our marching order here?
Waiting on table.
We're all good now. For no threats.
Sure about that?
Yeah. Well,
Oh
I think we
shit.
have pretty safe passage, but you never know.
As you
Got
guys
Tweedledee and Tweedledum up ahead.
go up the
That's
hallway
true.
here, they will say, please take your passage through the hallway. This area is not available to you.
Wait, through the hallway, the other hallway?
Yeah, where you guys came from.
Okay.
They're afraid we're gonna take the fold, steal the horde.
Yeah, and as you guys travel through, I'm sorry, I should have explained this to you the first time. But as you guys travel through the hallway, you see that there are um, what appear to be graves that are carved into the side of the tunnel here, almost as if this is a crypt area. And you see that there are about 90 of these quote unquote graves, with
9-0?
90, yeah,
Oh fuck.
carved into these walls.
Um, I want to try to get just a little bit of a closer look. Like,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, you see that
ha
most of these look like they've been closed up for quite some time. Underneath each hole is an inscription of what appears to be names, marking the tomb of whoever lies within.
okay. So they're like stacked up.
Hmm. Yeah, kind
Okay.
of like how when you go to those like where they put the people with that don't have like a fucking
Like a grave.
grave. Yeah, they have like the wall where you can put their ashes or whatever. It's like a
Okay.
locker.
Fucker. This guy.
Okay. Are there any that look like more ornate, like more decorated or like more important than the others? Were they all kind of equal?
Um, I would say that there is one that has a bit more like decoration to it. The uh, like covering is much more ornate, not as like some of them are just rocks, closed up
Yeah.
in a hole, and this one has almost looks as if it's been like paved with some like decoration to it. It's kind of in the center of the hall there.
Is there like a placard or a name or something on there?
Yes, there is a bronze placard, and in uh very fancy script. It reads Telna Urkil.
Talma or Keel?
Telna, Telna, Urkel or Urkel. I guess Urkil.
Urkel.
Urkil. I don't know, Urkel, however you want to read that.
Okay. Okay. Um, I guess I don't know. I'll spend just a couple of seconds and just get a better look at that grave in particular. Is there anything that stands out at all, or is it just
Just that it's a little
more
bit
fancy?
fancier than the others. Yeah.
Yeah, but nothing like noteworthy.
Yeah. Just it looks fancier than the others.
Okay. Almost like it might have been a general or like a captain or something.
Yeah, you get something like that.
Okay. All right. I'll make a mental note of that and move on.
Hmm. Okay. What do you say?
Well, making our way downtown.
Yeah, you enter into a hall where there is a swirling pool in the center, the bronze plates along the floor, shining brightly against the walls as just flickers of light dance around as this whole area is lit by like torches on the pillars there. There is a scaly eye cultist at the foot of the stairwell there, kind of urging you over.
Um, okay. The statue that we saw where it was like crowded by gold, that's not this room, right? That was to the east,
That's
if
to
I'm
the
not
east,
mistaken.
correct? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. or they didn't let us in.
Okay. Um, I want to move a little closer to this crazy ass pit in the middle. Sorry, what did you say this looks like?
This is a pool of water, and it's kind of swirling in a counterclockwise fashion. The water kind of rising and falling, ebb and flowing with the tide, almost as if as it sort of recedes down into what appears to be like a tunnel that leads out to the ocean, and then the water rushes back up as the tide swells in. Um,
Sure, you want to be near that box? Though you don't like water.
I don't at all. But I am standing like kind of near the edge here,
maybe
like
a
the little cliff.
maybe a barbarian friend comes up and like pat you on the back,
No, thank you.
gives you some
Uh,
words of encouragement.
yeah, no, I think just kind of getting a quick glance at it
It's just a kiddie
and
pool, amigo.
trying to understand like why it might be there, but if there's nothing
Well, as you take a
immediate,
look at it, you see that the center of the pool is much darker than the rest,
yeah.
being that it kind of goes down a little bit further, whereas the outside circles of the pool are a lot lighter in color due to them being much closer to you and not as the water's not as the density, the pressure isn't, as deep there. So it almost looks as if you look at it from the top, it might look like the iris of an eye.
Mm. I want to just throw in a one copper coin real quick just to see how quickly it goes down, just to see if it looks like normal water or like a
Yeah, as
crazy.
as it splashes in, it gets caught in the current of the swirl and gets kind of like sucked down. But it appears to be normal water.
Okay. Okay. And just kind of with that curious thought of like why the fuck is this here? I just kind of move on.
Mm-hmm.
Um and it looks
And
like we're gonna be approaching three guards over here. But I'll approach them. We're here to see Lumarontos
and they'll say, please continue over north and talk to
north.
that member over there.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then I will let Tybalt engage, and I'm almost kind of come back to the pole a little bit, a little more distance this time, but I'm like
Yeah.
observing.
Tybalt, as you approach the stairwell there is a cultist member there. However, you do sense that the stairs radiate an aura of enchantment magic. As you approach, the cultist says, um, uh, only those who speak her scaly eye name may ascend.
So,
Do I hear that?
Yeah,
We all hear that,
all
right?
of you guys hear it. Yeah.
Okay.
okay. So then, can I whisper to, yeah, I'll whisper to Papos and say like, okay, so we got to say her name before we go up. Um, and I'll
You got to
say,
do every step, bro.
every step.
Mhm.
Every
No.
step you take.
So then I'll just kind of mumble her name under my breath, like Tumurontos, Tumurontos, Tumurontos. See if that works.
Take a step. Does it
Do you speak the name?
solidify? Lumerontos.
Speak what?
Yeah, as you say the word, you see the enchantment or a fade. As you gather, this is probably like a trap that they set to ward off intruders.
Oh, I thought it was like a spectral staircase.
You know, it's a real staircase, but
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. Like it's not really there.
just kidding. The dragon comes up from the pool. Let's roll initiative. No, yeah, it's just a regular staircase,
Oh,
but it was enchanted.
don't tease me like that.
Okay.
The
All right,
Hydra coming from there.
you guys all go up, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, after I start to see them come up, as I approach, uh, I will say her name in Draconic. I don't know what that would translate to, but
Perfect. Yeah.
yeah, it would just be like as usual. It almost sounds like an angry barking. It's like
Yeah.
It translates
as I'm
to
coming up,
hot
just like
tour.
yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess. But just like kind of an angry, like pissed off tone because I don't know how to speak it any other way.
Yep.
Yeah.
As you guys ascend the stairs, you enter into a large chamber area,
Dear
where
heck.
there is a large round pedestal area where um, it kind of overlooks these two windows to the north and to the south. You can see that there is the windows are open, and there is a lot of moss that's growing around the windowsills, with like large barnacles even being growing into the walls there near the windowsills. You find a young woman staring out at sea, muttering to herself below her breath. You're too far to make out what she's saying, but you do see her in the distance there. And there are, like I said, the two great circular windows. And
Roll for initiative.
Yeah.
yeah, no, you find this young woman, and she is staring out, looking a little bit worried, kind of muttering to herself. What do you guys do?
Uh, will it will clear his throat and just like make our presence known.
You go unnoticed as she is just wrapped up in her muttering and talking to herself. Um, she's almost like she's in a trance.
Uh, and Tibble will like take sort of louder steps closer.
I mean, what about everybody else?
I'm just gonna be following behind Tybalt.
Of course.
Or we got
Okay.
yelled at for one
Oh, we
more.
see the woman. Okay, I see her. She's over there. Um, Muttering to herself, but she's not looking at anything in particular.
She's just kind of like looking out the window.
Oh, looking out the window. I think as I approach, I will again in Draconic uh speak what I think is her name. Luminantos, we are here to speak with you.
Hearing Draconic and hearing the name, she will turn and look at you, and she'll be like, "Oh," and she'll say, "Oh, there's visitors here. Who are they? Why are they here?" And she'll start to like pace around a little bit, kind of just talking to herself still. I'm very much aware of your presence, but you can hear her kind of just muttering to herself a little bit, and she's kind of like, what purpose do they have to be here? And then she'll kind of like come back over to the windowsill and look outside and be like, there's nothing I can do for them. What should I do?
Um, Again in Draconic, um, we are here to help you.
She'll
But it naturally comes out. I'm gonna keep with the theme here. It sounds like a little aggressive, even though I'm not trying for it to
Yeah,
be,
I
but
feel
just
you.
that's the only way
Yeah,
I know how to speak it.
I get you. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
She'll hear you and she'll again pace up and down, and she'll be like, "They're here to help. Who are they trying to help? The people that I can't save? Maybe they can help." And then she'll come back over here and be like, "Maybe they're here to eat me, just like mother. What do I do? I can't. I can't save them. Can't even save myself." Tybalt, you see her and hear her kind of lost in thought, almost paralysis by analysis.
Mhm.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna call out to her and say, we can help you and we can help the others for now. Please step forward. Let's let's talk. Nothing more.
Um,
I
real
I
quick,
would add
real quick.
I would
Sorry,
add
hold on, hold
Ronnie.
on, hold on, hold on. Real quick before we move forward, I should have had Dave. Can you roll a persuasion check for me? And
Okay.
because you're doing it in Draconic, I will say you can roll it with advantage.
Okay. I have a little more I would like to add, but I will do that. Persuasion, you said?
Yep.
Persuasion, advantage. Damn, that it's an 18 and a 1, so it's a 19. I was
Um.
also gonna say I would be also commenting on while you process that. I would add in Draconic again, sounding very harsh, more harsh than I want it to be, but I don't know how else. I would say Lumerontos. I know about your struggles with Tonsos. I assure you, we are here to help. I understand your struggles. I've been through some of the same myself, although not to the same degree.
Okay.
But we are here to help with Gnawbones.
Um. Noted. Uh.
Hmm.
Tybalt, you hear her reacting to, you see her and hear the way she reacts to Vox, um, almost positively, I would say. Um,
Mhm.
and as you see her pacing back and forth, you uh, you get the feeling that there is a magical presence in the room. Um,
Okay. I'll step forward and take note
May
of
I
anything
may I
that.
remind may I remind you all there is a fiend somewhere in the area. That's
Yep.
all. Go ahead.
Yep. Um, taking note of any magical presence that may enter my aura of detect magic.
I would say it's not something that you feel is within 30 feet of you, so it doesn't trigger like your aura. But it's such a strong feeling that it is um, coming from this room for sure, and it's overwhelming. You can't quite pinpoint it just yet, but you feel it for sure.
Mhm. Um, is there any type of magic on the steps or anything?
Not on the steps, but it is like getting hotter the closer you get.
Okay.
Um, but you see her reacting to Vox positively. And you do sense a magical presence in the area. What are you doing?
Oh, as we're having a conversation or speaking out to her, I'd be trying to get closer
Okay, right about there, Tybalt,
Hmm.
you definitely feel a trigger on the magical aura. Give me an Arcana check.
And
Can I help him with an Arcana check or no?
How?
Um, ooh, maybe I just through my experience, I'm like, okay, cool. Like I think this is feeling a little weird. Maybe Tybalt, you should be wary of it. Something like that.
The only support I can offer is again, like reiterating, there is a fiend somewhere in this area.
Sure. Okay, give Tybalt, give me an Arcana check and then add um let's see, what should I have him add? What do you
Can we have them at both?
no,
Maybe?
what the fuck?
And
You can add Tybalt's Arcana check to your roll.
Tybalt's?
I'm sorry, to
Eyebrows.
Vox's.
Mine. Okay.
Yeah.
oh,
All right. +6. Ah,
uh,
Tybalt.
11.
Okay.
No, plus my Arcana is. Oh, okay. Yeah, you did already.
Uh,
I have
yeah,
a plus
you're
six on my
sorry,
Arcana.
you're not able to pinpoint the magic aura with an 11.
Okay.
What do you say to the woman?
But I do sense something, right? Because I'm able to detect what kind
Something
of
something is very
magic,
powerful in the area. Yeah.
what type of magic.
Um. Well, I don't think I can tell you because you only got an 11.
But
I'd also
my
add
detect
I-
magic tells me what
Okay.
kind
Okay.
of
Okay. Okay. Okay.
while
Okay.
while he kind of processes that, I would add I'd maybe whisper or like kind of whisper yell to Tybalt. There's probably one of these guys that's corrupt.
hmm,
Maybe not up here, but down one of her sergeants or something is corrupt. Maybe.
perhaps.
Um. Sorry, I'm trying to get a fucking. I would say it would be. I just don't know enough about the magics of D&D, so this is my failing you as a DM, honestly. I would say it is enchantment in nature.
Hmm, okay.
That's yeah, no, that's solid. It is very much a an enchantment that is permeating the room.
Okay. Um, Similar to the mermaids.
Yeah, I would say kind of something along those lines.
Like illusion-ish? Not quite. Like
Maybe
they're controlling her, maybe.
like that same type of magic.
Okay.
Hmm. They just whisper to behind me. There's enchantment magic somewhere here.
Yeah, what happened to the music?
It
I hear it.
stopped the
I don't hear it.
Oh,
no.
Oh
I
no,
I
no, no.
loaded
I
it
need
just through
yeah, yeah,
YouTube.
yeah. My bad. My bad.
I just put the link on. It definitely
Uh,
sounds pertinent, at least for the one that came on for me.
Better?
Yeah. So what do you do? Simple. Sorry.
the Tibble will again call out to her and say, please let us help whatever ails you, whatever is tying you down and has you chained up here, we'll help remove those chains.
Ooh,
Roll.
As Tybalt
Touch.
says that, sorry, I'll let you finish that, but I just want to throw it out there.
Okay, Kanye.
Uh, um, if and when the time permits, I'd like to cast Lesser Restoration on her.
Okay, well, we'll hold on to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Resolve
Yeah,
whatever you're doing, but
we might be running into, you know.
I just want to read something real quick to see how that might work.
I think I'd probably get closer to Tybalt and if that seems like a good option, I'd do it. I'm kind of holding the action.
Okay. Um. Okay, cool. I got it. So what are you doing, Tybalt? Oh, you sorry, you said you wanted to help fix whatever it is tying her down
Yeah.
and
Yep.
acknowledging that they're yeah, that you would
That's
like to break her chains essentially.
that something is keeping her here.
Cool. Give me a persuasion check.
And again, I'll give myself guidance. Nope. Someone else needs to start rolling because I'm back on my bullshit again. 8.
What'd you get?
8.
8. Okay. And then Tybalt, you're trying to cast Lesser Restoration.
Box, you said.
I'm sorry,
I
Vox.
am if the opportunity presents itself to where she seems like she'd be willing to accept that almost, or just kind of not aggressive towards us. I would try to cast restoration. So it only cures a number of items. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Okay.
Um,
Well, go ahead and we'll add. Fuck. We can add Fox's Arcana to the roll, which is what, a +6.
yeah,
So +8 is 14. And you said you cast yourself guidance. Does that 8 include guidance?
For
yes.
me, yeah.
Would anybody
I
like
think I
to
lost
help?
my actual.
I mean, I can help as much as I can.
How?
Um,
Keep in mind what I told you guys. There's a fiend somewhere in the area. There's obviously Gnawbones. Um, yeah, I don't know what else
so
to work with here.
Here,
I'll try
I'll
and
use
Ton,
my.
to,
Go
to,
ahead.
Ton Sos is her mother that was fucking her up. Those
yeah,
are all
I'll
kind of.
try and guide Vox's restoration by giving him a little more insight as to the history of the dragon.
Mm,
Does that work? Maybe the psychology of what is going on with the ailment now, like the magical ailment. Just give him a little insight as to how it could be effective.
How to cure it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, that's I don't know. I feel
Here,
like
I'm
that's
gonna do this.
not
I'm gonna use
applicable.
my inspiration. I'm gonna use my inspiration up. and
Okay.
roll again.
There
Okay.
we go.
It's a 5 again. It's a 7 now.
Oh no.
No, Edgar.
Okay.
Okay.
She will turn away from you in a haste, and she'll say, they lie. They're not here to help. They're sent from Mother. They're just
Oh
gonna
no,
chain me
fuck.
back down.
Oh.
Palpius or Ebrath? Who
Yeah.
would like to go
Yeah,
first?
someone with more
Um,
fucking charisma.
dude, I have negative charisma.
You got to get creative with it, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, I only got
It doesn't
intimidation,
have to
so
be charisma. I mean, just get creative with it. How are you going to do it?
whisper sweet nothings into her ear.
Those are the three things I was telling you guys about, right? So
Okay.
it's
So
Tontos is the mother that was like fucking her up
right.
for eternity, right?
Mhm.
And then we're also trying to fight Gnawbones. And then there was a third thing.
So okay, just quick recap. This bitch is she's not wait, she's Numerontos or not?
You don't know.
We have no idea.
Probably is, but
Okay.
because she was whispering about shit like
Right,
that, she
we
probably
don't
is.
know. We don't know. Okay.
No, but she
So
probably is.
okay. So all right. So that's what I'll just start talking and say Numerontos, I don't know if you can hear us, but the land that you love, the land that you protected for so long is now
Under
under,
siege.
yeah, right, under siege. And we can only do so much. We've done our best. We will continue to do our best, but we're failing. We need we need you back. We need your wisdom, your power. We need your influence. We need you
To
to help.
protect the coast.
Yeah, we need you to help the people that you once protected.
She will look out the window and she'll say to herself, they're all failing. It's all pointless. They're all dead. They're all gonna die. I don't think we can save them. Um, roll a persuasion check.
Fuck. Okay.
It's all on you, buddy. Let's do it. Come
Okay.
on.
All right.
Roll
Come
And
on.
guidance.
Guidance. Okay. Guidance. Okay.
Mhm.
Guidance. Well, okay.
That'll nullify your negative score.
All right.
or if there's something else you'd like to, I guess it would have to be
Oh
persuasion, honestly. I
no.
guess it would
Fuck.
have to be persuasion.
Fuck. Okay, so I rolled. What does guidance give me?
Plus D4, I
Plus
think.
D4. Okay. That's a 3, and then I will also give myself a +5 through,
Flash.
yeah, through flash. So 15.
She will bang her fist on the windowsill as she'll let out a scream and start to hold her head almost as if she's in pain. And she just she was like, "There's nothing I can do," as she crumbles to the floor and is screaming in agony.
Okay.
Pal- Palpius,
Fuck.
you see your friends are trying to console this young girl as she is screaming in agony, uh, distressed by the deaths of her friends and comrades and loved ones. What are you doing?
Your last hope. Your last hope, puppy.
Might just try to intimidate her and tell her to
Oh shit.
Of course.
snap
Of
out
course.
of it. Tell us what we
Well,
could do to help you, because obviously, you know, this whole land's gone to shit.
all
I don't
right.
know.
So how are you intimidating her?
Walk up to her and be like, you know, like get up, like
Are you
tell us
walking
what.
up like to her where she is? Like, are you getting close to her?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I would need. Are you getting like right next to her? Where are you going?
Uh, not too close to her. Maybe like 5 feet within
Okay,
her.
so
So
yeah, you can move
yeah,
yourself closer.
I feel like you're setting me up for a trap here, but let's do it.
Um, I need.
No. No, you don't need anything.
I
What do
need
you need?
Palpius and
Uh,
uh Ebrath there
Okay.
to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. All right. 16.
oof, 3.
Okay. With the 16 and with the 3, you guys begin to hear a faint buzzing sound inside of your head for a moment, and it's growing louder and louder the closer you get. Palpius, you now are completely overwhelmed by the sound of this buzzing effect. You are losing your grip on reality, and you are having trouble remembering what you're doing, what you're there for, and you are now um, under the effect of the confusion spell. Um,
Fuck.
The tracks.
with that, let's
Don't
okay.
you dare say it.
As you get closer to them, Palpius, and you go to reach out, you're instantly overwhelmed by the sound as you are just holding your head in agony. Um, you notice that for a split second, you notice that Ebrath is as well, and it's so overwhelming that you are losing your grasp on what you're doing. Yeah, you're feeling kind of confounded, confused, like you just woke up from a dream, but you're not sure where you are or who these people are around you. Um, as the young girl looks over at you, um, I will say that she is seeing you kind of in this confused haze, and she'll stop her screaming and she'll say, "You feel it too, don't you?" And um, let's see what I can do here. Okay. Um, Tybalt, you see that on the windowsill where the girl is, there is a mass of like algae and barnacles that slithers across the windowsill and ends kind of closer to this side here. As that happens, Lumaruntos will
Oh
stand
shit.
up and she'll say, "There's nothing I can do. They're all gonna come after me anyway. They're probably sent by Mother." And you will see her form change
Oh
as
shit.
she polymorphs out of her human form. And you see the full stature of this bronze dragon as it looms
No way.
over the group of you, as electricity is shooting out from its eyes and out of its mouth, and it is now in its full stature, and it lets out a loud, deafening roar. I need all of you guys to, for one, roll initiative, and then two, roll another save. Give me 1 second. And let's get some battle music.
Jesus Christ.
Um, are we gonna keep going for a long
Yeah,
time?
honestly,
It's
yeah,
1
I think we
a.m.
should
That might be a
call it.
good stopping point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only because I feel like this might take a little
Yeah,
while
it is
and
one
it's kind of
o'clock.
late.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was gonna go for like at least an hour. Knowing
Bro,
us.
you guys did way more role playing than I thought you guys were gonna do. I thought we are just gonna come in, knock this out real quick.
I will say the last thing I will do as part of before we bounce, because now I'm on top of like a behemoth that is mind controlled kinda. I'm reaching into my pack and I'm tossing my potion of invulnerability to Tibble.
Okay.
That's my
Well,
last act so far.
um, as the dragon looms over you and lets out a deafening roar, you guys are uh, kind of blown back by the ferocity of it, as you feel the air electrify around you. Tybalt, you do notice the movement of that algae and barnacles,
Okay.
but we can call it there. And
All right. Yeah, probably a good idea.
okay, we'll come back next session, see what happens.
Oh fuck.
We're
All right.
playing next week or what?
I'm down.
I'm still I'm free.
No.
Yeah, I'm literally
Okay.
only free for the next like 2 weekends. So
Yeah.
better
So I wanted
better
to throw it out there too. I have Ronnie's blessing on this, but I kind of wanted to do like just kind of a mini series apart from this and potentially incorporating certain elements of our current campaign or whatever, but um just doing like a little like I don't know how long it's going to eventually end up being because last time I tried to condense it all into one session and I think Edgar, you were the only one that was there, but like it felt
Mhm.
rushed towards the end where I was like, ah, fuck, I just want to wrap it up.
Yeah, it could have been 2 sessions.
Yeah, easily. I had a lot more stuff I wanted to do with that, but yeah, like I talked to Ronnie about it and he's cool with it, which, obviously is paramount to me because we're playing this current campaign.
right.
But number one, to give him a little bit of breathing room. Number two, to sort of give us an opportunity to like kind of branch out and play something a little different for a little bit and
Yeah,
give him
it'll be
time to
fun to,
regroup and everything.
like I said, I've always been open to
Um,
like one shots stuff just to mix things up and keep things kind of fresh. So, um,
yeah, so I kind of wanted to just do like another little thing, but now like hearing that Andre isn't going to be available that much, I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think about just doing like a little mini thing? And again, keeping in mind, like Andre, I know you're only going to be playing for another couple of sessions before your baby's born, which obviously
So
nobody's going to blame you for.
yeah, so the biggest thing is like I'm not gonna be completely absent after the baby's born. Um, I'll be able to play, but in a more limited.
Yeah, just the way it was with
Yeah.
Elias, like
No, well, I'll be able to come back sooner, but
yeah, yeah.
just now that I know what it's like to have an infant or newborn,
Mhm.
it'll just be more limited. So like
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I'll be able to play, but like, I might have to like mid, session
That's
mute my
normal, dude.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fine. That's totally cool. Like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
don't
Yeah.
Like I'm
we
fine.
get
I'm
it.
fine with playing. Yeah, it'll be. I'm still. I'll be more, much more active. I won't be
I
out for like months at a time.
I would be pissed if you put D&D first, let alone your
No, no,
wife,
no, no.
And
being
Yeah,
pissed.
so
yeah.
So
Fuck that.
no, and not only
No,
that,
no.
but now like we're in the middle of this fight. I feel like kind of for sure we want to at least get through this part of it and come to a
yeah,
good
that's what I was
stopping
gonna say.
point for
Yeah,
this
Let's
yeah,
finish up
campaign.
this quest and then kind of
Um,
reassess.
yeah, so like, I'm not in a rush to start my thing, obviously, but like Cynthia gave me this really cool book of one shots, which I kind of asked for. But like I read through it a bunch of times and like the various times I've gone camping, I'm like, cool, let me look at like different scenarios or whatever, because there's like 100 one shots in this fucking book. But I found a lot of cool ones that I thought I could kind of string together and sort of form a continuous like a thing to it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
but I would very much like if we're gonna do that, anyone that's involved in it that would kind of be con continuous involvement, like
100%. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I probably
um
would. I probably would say that like if you're gonna do a one shot session over, a few times, I probably would say like I can't do that just to say,
yeah, no, I get
you
it,
know,
man. I get it. And that's exactly why I'm like kind of gauging interest and just to get the timing right? Like
yeah, yeah.
I don't want to like you're not going to be able to play at all. That kind of, I mean, it's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
affect both scenarios here, but just kind of trying to gauge interest and like making sure that we have enough people to play and those that are going to play can continue to play. So at least for you, Andre, I feel like maybe we just kind of wrap up this part of it and then you
Yeah,
take a
yeah.
little break, right?
Yeah, so quick question. Will this exist in the same canon?
I'm kind of I feel like I can make it work in the same environment, in the
Got it.
same like world.
I mean,
Um,
because if so, we can easily come up with an issue for like Ebrath not being available or whatever, you know?
yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I would want everybody to create new characters for it.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
Only because
then I'll
like
be
I
out.
know, yeah, I know, and I know Ronnie wants to like be a part of it, and he's gonna want to
Mhm.
be a player character, and just to give him a break, because like fucking, we're talking about it, and I was like, dude, you've been DMing for like 2 years,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I know how much of a drain that is because I've done it myself, and like that shit's like it takes up so much of your life, like you don't realize it just kind of looking at whatever, but it's a lot. Like you need a plan for all this different stuff and all that. Um, but with that said, so like what do you guys think about? We'll wrap up this leg of the campaign, right? Like maybe one more session and we'll get through this fight and sort of like get to a good stopping point there. Um, and then I don't know how many other people we have that would be interested in doing like a little mini in between. Um, but Andre, if it's to the point where like obviously you're going to be tied up in whatever, um, maybe we have like a little 1 or 2 week break after you're, doing your thing. Um, then I resume if we have enough players, right? Because we need at least, I think 3 players is a minimum. And we kind of start that. And if you want to jump in, you can. And if you
Sure.
can't, then you can't, right?
Yeah, 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 for sure.
Um, but like kind of I don't know, I guess just play it by ear, but I
Yeah.
just kind of wanted to get it out there. Like I kind of want to do a little mini thing and just kind of see how it works out. Um, but again, we'll play it by ear and see how many people are interested or whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm down. Maybe fun just to mix it up.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, I'm gonna sign
Yeah,
off just
just
because I gotta use the restroom, but I'll be in voice for a minute
okay.
afterwards. All
All
right,
right, cool.
peace.
Peace. All right. Is there any notes we should take before? Do you guys want to take notes or?
I mean, I took quite a bit. I'll share my screen here. Um,
I'm
hold
log off
on.
because I gotta wake up early
All right,
tomorrow
dude.
for the
Good
oil
luck
change.
tomorrow.
I'll see you guys.
All right,
All right.
Edgar. Good night.
Bye.
I
So I just kind of flew by the seat of my pants, but like starts up here. I'm not gonna just sit here and read it, so I'll let you guys fucking read it if you want
Yeah,
to.
no, I just wanted to make sure there was nothing that we missed before you, shut it down for the day.
Undoubtedly, there's stuff I didn't capture, but like this kind of went all into the dream sequences. So Tybalt had his thing, I had mine, Ebrath. I didn't take a lot of notes on the Ebrath one because I don't know. I mean, I just